for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yo, what's up? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Wait a minute, let me turn my ring light on. I didn't even realize I didn't have it on. Let me turn this light on right quick. Bam, there we go. I got a little ring light set up like right here, guys, counter corner to me. Let me go ahead and see the pictures that my daughter drew, from art class. So there's pictures all over this house. If you have kids that's 6, 7, and 8 years old, you wouldn't understand. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, guys, well, what's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on, man? Happy to be here today. Man, I gotta, bruh. I feel like we are in a soap opera. A lot of you guys, if you're not my age, you don't know, like in the 80s, it was this show that used to come on called The Twilight Zone. 70s and 80s, I think. And The Twilight Zone, I feel like this is what we are in as it relates to this Tyson Fury Anthony Joshua fight, supposed to be fight, happening, not happening. I doubt if it's happening, not sure. People not ready because of COVID. People not ready because of COVID. This is the wrong time. I've been inactive. I doubt if Eddie Hearn can pull it off. Fast Eddie pulls it off. Oh, well, if I don't hear something by Tuesday, I'm going to still walk after I've been waiting all this time to make the biggest payday of my life. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Hold on, guys. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, guys. Man, wow. Sorry about that. For some reason, I didn't realize that the microphone was muted. I do apologize, guys. I've been talking. So let me do a recap. First of all, I want to salute everybody in the chat. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I want to give a round of applause to everybody that's in the chat right now. We will be having more people coming in. You know how everybody trickles in a little later on. YouTube is sending everybody the announcements that we're live right now. But let me go back to what I was saying. KB, I was addressing what you were saying, KB. In the beginning, I was saying this is like an emotional roller coaster. This is like the Twilight Zone. If you remember the Twilight Zone, like when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, I remember the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone is just something that, like, wow, like it's like it's never ending. You know what I mean? I've never seen a fight with so much drama that the fight hasn't even happened yet. You know what I mean? And it's all coming from one camp. But Tyson Fury fans, take my head off to you guys. Tyson Fury fans, you guys are just like the Deontay Wilder fans. You guys will ride or die. I mean, it doesn't matter what Fury says, does. You guys gonna ride with him. You know what I mean? I tell you. Anyways, I have to talk about this. So KB, so you said when you was watching Behind the Gloves, let me see. Hold on. Let me go back up here. KB, you said Frank like to blow smoke up people's arses. The fight is done. Just waiting for an announcement to be made by Friday. Do you have any sources that say that? You know what I mean? Because I haven't seen it, KB, and I'm not saying I don't believe you. I just want to be able to see it myself, because Frank Warren has been consistent from day one as it relates to this fight. Bob Arum has been consistent from day one as it relates to this fight. Tyson Fury, John Fury, Team Fury has been consistent so far from day one as it relates to this fight. It's been doubt, pessimism. It's not going to happen. Doubt, pessimism. It's not going to happen. Doubt, pessimism. It's not going to happen. And I'm hearing this from one side. And on the other side, with the Anthony Joshua side, it's been positive. It's been, oh man, Eddie Hearn came through. You see what I'm saying? So if a promoter such as Frank Warren is going to benefit financially from a fight of this magnitude, why is that side seem like they're doing everything in their power not to make this fight happen right now? Like, for the life of me, I don't understand that. I just don't. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Frank like to blow smoke up people's behind, but how does that benefit his bottom line? Like, blowing smoke up people's behind is not going to make the fight any bigger. It's not going to make the fight any less. If the people are going to like it, it's supply and demand. If the people's demanding for this fight to happen now, you supply the fight, they'll pay you for it, and that's it. Like, what is the benefit behind blowing smoke up people's behind about a fight of this magnitude? I've never in my life seen anything like this. My 47 years on the planet Earth, I've never in my life seen anything like this. Never in boxing. Never. This is some new age stuff that's going on with the Errol Spences, talking about the other side of the street, with Tyson Fury. Like, people have to beg him to accept a fight that's going to pay him the most money that he's ever made in his life. You see what I'm saying? Frank Warren and Bob Arum, old bitter ass people. Like, all these old heads need to get out the way. Or Don King got to get out the way. Bob Arum need to get out the way. Frank Warren, they just need to die off and get out of the way. I'm not saying I was death on them. Like, you know what I mean? I just mean die off out of the business. Just get on out of the way, man. You guys, you had your fun in the sun. You did your thing back in the day. It's over. We need some new fresh blood like the Eddie Hearns and stuff like that, and the Trillers, or the new fresh blood in boxing right now. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm just tired of it. This is like a damn soap opera at this point. You know what I mean? And then on the other side of the fence, Deontay Wilder is holding this fight up. Now, guess what? Possibly. And now it's like, you know what? Because the stuff that Tyson Fury said in the Behind the Gloves interview, he didn't clear that up. He did say when Michelle asked him about the arbitration, you know, she said, will you be able to go on and fight it, and there won't be any repercussions? Nothing will stop you from holding you up from having this fight. And he said he don't know. He's not sure. That's what Tyson Fury said out of his own mouth. Now, of course, he could have been lying, but he could have been telling the truth. The thing is, when you're dealing with a liar, you don't know whether they're lying or telling the truth until later on down the line. You see what I'm saying? So that's why people hate liars. You know, my mom always taught me it's two people that's most despised in the world: a liar and a thief. You see what I'm saying? So, listen. Anyways, yeah, but I hear what you're saying. So, KB, I'm going to address everybody in the chat. There's no one. You say there's no one out there for Fury to fight. I agree. Worth the same amount of money that he's going to fight for AJ. Also, promoter will risk their fighters to fight anyone else, because in heavyweight boxing, anything can happen. This is what I've been saying. Like, let's say he's going to fight Wilder again. Well, if he fights Wilder again, there's no guarantee he's going to beat Wilder. This is the heavyweight division. All it takes is one punch. What if he get hit with that right hand and he don't get up from it? Now he lost the WBC belt. The fight between him and AJ for undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, that's gone. That done blowed up. That's over with. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense. You know, I'm gonna walk away and go where? You see what I'm saying? Tyson Fury full of shit. Listen, I don't want to curse. The hell with Tyson Fury. The hell with Team Fury. The hell with John Fury. The hell with Frank Warren, Bob Arum. I'm done with all of them. I'm done with all of them. I'm through with them. You know, any Tyson Fury fans out there, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I don't give him the benefit of the doubt, and the benefit of the doubt. I'm done with the whole team, promotion, Fury, everything. The only ones that's solid to me that is Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua. The other side, the hell with the other side. That's just how I feel right now. Period. I'm done with him. Only Fury fans believe he'd go through with this first fight. It was so obvious that he wanted to pull out. Yeah, and I shot a video on that. I kept saying that, man, if we'll see. You know what I mean? Like the video I dropped Friday. If Fury, because Fury, remember, guys, when Fury fought Vladimir Klitschko, no, the first time. In the rematch, they had a press conference and everything. I don't know if you remember this. They had a press conference and everything getting ready for the second fight, and he pulled out in the press. He pulled out while they was on a press conference doing promoting the second fight. He pulled out. Until Fury actually steps in the ring and the bell goes ding ding, we don't know what the hell is going to go on. But one thing that's been consistent, what you say, Carlos Mendoza, there's only one Tyson Fury. You're right. There's only one. There's only one Tyson Fury that will lie. There's only one Tyson Fury that will pull out of a fight. There's only one Tyson Fury that says he wants to fight, and then everything he says is the total opposite of him saying he wants to fight. There's only one Tyson Fury. I'll give you credit for that. I'll give you credit for that. I have never seen anything in my life from a boxing standpoint like Tyson Fury. Lie, word ain't shit. Can't believe a word he says. His promoters, none of that. There's only one Tyson Fury. When the UK fans say that, I really believe that. You're right. There's only one Tyson Fury. You can't trust him. If it happens, see, we shouldn't be at a point to where we say if now. If it happens this year, that'll do me. But that's a long spell out of the competition. Yeah, man, I'm done. I'm done. The Gypsy Queen is what I'm going to call her from here on out. He's the Gypsy Queen. I have no respect for Fury, Frank Warren, or Bob Arum, or John Fury. No respect for him. I like Peter Fury though. I like Peter Fury. You know, I like him, but I don't respect Team Fury at all. None of them. I don't like John. I don't respect Tyson. I don't respect Frank Warren, his old bitter ass, negative ass, and I don't rock with Bob Arum. That whole side has been negative since this whole thing. What you say, KB? When I was watching Behind the Gloves interview with Fury and Michelle, as soon as he said AJ name, his face turned red and he started to sweat and his eyes started to glaze as the interview went on. Yeah, I saw that. He had kind of like a nervous energy. People saying, yeah, Tyson Fury looked real happy. No, it looks like he's going through something up here. You know, he's mental. So yeah, I'm talking about the most recent interview Behind the Gloves. I saw that interview. I saw that. I was going to show you that we went live yesterday, and I had that interview up on the screen. I saw the whole interview. It's a 35-minute and 12-second interview. I saw it. But anyways, let's get right into the point because I don't ramble on along. Let's see. We have a super chat here. Rocky Valley, what's going on, brother?
Super chat received.
What's going on? Rocky Valley Reality Rap. Yeah, what's going on, fam? Salute to you, brother, for the super chat. Hey, yo, you have become my go-to boxing channel. Straight truth talk in the straight truth talk. Much love. You know what I mean? God bless. Yeah, man. I really appreciate that, bro. I really do appreciate that for the super chat, man. Basically, and I don't even do this for super chat. I do this because I love the sport of boxing. And in order for me to love the sport of boxing, us as boxing fans, we have to get the best fights. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes you love boxing. Listen, this is why UFC is winning right now. UFC is so phenomenal because there's no such thing as a guy's going to duck this guy or duck that guy. No. If you are a champion in the UFC, every fight that you have is going to be tough. If you're not a champion in the UFC, every fight you're going to have is going to be tough because the best fighters have to always fight the best fighters. Only in the sport of boxing right now, modern day boxing, you know, this guy can say you on the other side of the street, your resume ain't good enough. This guy can say I'm a fight. I've never seen a heavyweight champion like Tyson Fury. This guy would tell 10 lies in a minute's time. He'll say something to where, hey, we're going to have a fight. Well, it all depends. Hold on, guys. Hold on. 1 minute we're going to have a fight, and then, well, it all depends. And, you know, what I got out of that interview was when she asked him, when Michelle asked Fury, you know, with this Deontay Wilder mediation or whatever the case may be, you know, are you clear to go ahead and fight without any repercussions and you don't have anything to worry about? He said, I do not know. So that would add credence to what the Alphabet Boys have been saying. Alphabet Boys have been consistent. I have to give them credit now. You know, I bang on the Alphabet Boys. You know, I don't like the Alphabet Boys, but I am going to be fair. The Alphabet Boys have been saying from day one that Tyson Fury cannot go ahead and fight Anthony Joshua because there's arbitration. They have been saying that from day one. So now, Bob Arum said that this arbitration was over with. We learned to find out that he said Deontay Wilder lost the arbitration. We have later learned to find out that Bob Arum was lying about that. So all the lies are coming from Team Fury's side of the fence. Bob Arum, Frank Warren with his pessimism, Tyson Fury, and John Fury. Anybody who's a Tyson Fury fan, tell me one thing negative or lie that you heard that Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, their side of the fence, have said as it relates to this fight. I'll wait. I don't fuck with Team Fury at all. I'm done with him. I don't like Frank Warren. I don't like John Fury. I don't like Bob Arum. And I don't like Tyson Fury anymore. I'm done. He's a phenomenal fighter. I like Tyson Fury, the boxer. Don't get me wrong. I like Tyson Fury, the boxer. But I'm going to tell you why. Let me run down the list of things. Now, guys, let me let you see this here. Let me share my screen. Toby Barlett, salute to you, fam. Keen Minded, salute to you, fam. Lisa Bales, how you doing, sis? Ace, what's going on, brother? Toby Barlett, what's going on? Peter Barnos, what's going on? Wizard Sleeve, what's going on? Mr. Shelton Moore, what's going on? KB, what's going on, fam? YT, what's going on? CH4LO, what's going on, fam? Burgess, what's going on? Silver, what you say, Silver Stress? Oh, Silvis. Silver Stress Saloma. I know I'm butchering your name, man. Salute to you, fam. Elvis, what's going on, brother? Dragon Leg, what's going on? Anyways, let me let you guys see this, man. Let me let you guys see this, and so you'll see what I'm talking about. J Max, salute to you, fam. Bruce Gold, salute to you. Wilton, salute to you. Let me let you guys see exactly what I'm talking about. Let me let you guys see what I'm talking about. ESPN and LWC are still convinced Crawford versus Spence is a bigger fight than. Listen, Crawford versus Spence probably is a bigger fight than Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua because I doubt if we see that fight now. You see what I'm saying? And truth be told, with all of the stuff that's going on with Team Fury, when I say Team Fury, I mean Tyson Fury, John Fury, Bob Arum, Frank Warren. That side of the fence has just been negative. They've been consistent at saying it's not going to happen right now. They have been consistent at saying that. And Joshua's side and Eddie Hearn's side has been consistent in saying this fight is going to happen. So now, let me go here and show you guys what I'm talking about. Michael Buffer, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Hey, man, I'm done with Team Fury. I'm done with him. I'm done. I don't tap that. I'm done. Just letting you guys know right now. I'm done with them. I'm finished with them. So let me show you guys something. All right, now. This is the screen right here. Frank Warren. And I'm going to drop a link in the description so you guys can see. Frank Warren. I know you guys can see this. Frank Warren says, Frank Warren says this. Delay. Frank Warren believes Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, he said he believes, will likely be pushed back to August or September. Reveals record-breaking pay-per-view expectations. Now, tell him, I know you're a diehard Tyson Fury fan, but I'm done with him. I'm finished. I got the nail in the coffin, and we fixing to plan the funeral. I can't do it. Can't do it no more. I'm done. I'm done with Fury, done with Warren, done with John Fury, Tyson Fury, and Bob Arum. Anyways, Frank Warren says that this fight is likely going to be pushed back. Why? I got this early this morning. Frank Warren has warned that he thinks Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury will be delayed until late August or even September. So that's telling you right there what's going on. They have been consistent at saying this. Contracts were signed last month. So a month ago, the contract was signed. So people were saying that, oh, they had these contracts signed last year. No, they didn't. They just signed the contracts last month. And they've been talking about it, but they signed the contracts last month. All right, now, parties are now in the process of finalizing the site deal. Tyson Fury said if everything is not finalized by Tuesday, he's walking away. Walking away where? What you going back to? What you going to? Who wants to walk away from the biggest payday of their career? So that tells me everything you need to know. Tyson Fury, he's not who I thought he was. He's not this guy. There's only one Tyson Fury, and he's a coward. Now, the parties are now in the process of finalizing the site deal, which will determine where and when the undisputed heavyweight champion clash will take place. This will almost certainly consist of a foreign nation putting up a big site fee to host the bout, though the possibility of it taking place in the UK has not been completely ruled out. Now, all indications from AJ's promoter, Eddie Hearn, thus far have pointed towards a July date. But Fury's UK co-promoter, is skeptical of this. Now, you have Eddie Hearn is very positive that this fight is going to happen in July. Tyson Fury's camp is the pessimist is saying that, oh, I doubt this is going to happen in July. The question is why? So listen to the logic that this fool has been saying. Listen to the logic he's been saying. He says, but I don't see how any of that can happen in July or even early August from my perspective. This is Team Tyson Fury to all you Tyson Fury fans. Robert McCracken is AJ's trainer. He's also our Olympic team's head coach. So he's going to be in Japan. I think the Olympics starts on July the 23rd, and I don't know what the quarantine period is. He can't be in two places at once. So this fool, hold on. That's if Rob McCracken is still training AJ. Maybe he's not on the training Olympic squad. So he doesn't even know. He's saying if Rob McCracken is still is training AJ, so he doesn't know. Or maybe he's not training the Olympic squad. He doesn't know. He says, I'm not sure. That's one issue. So he's saying this is the issue. So he's saying the issue is not with his fighter. Now he's trying to throw it on Anthony Joshua. He's trying to say because Anthony Joshua's head trainer may be training, going to Japan to get ready for the Olympics. He's so concerned about Team Anthony Joshua that he's worried about the trainer may not be there. So this is the reason why this fight may not happen until then. Are you kidding me? When have you ever heard of a promoter, someone on the other side of the fence, worried about what the other fighter is going through? Anthony Joshua didn't say this. Eddie Hearn didn't say this. This is Team Tyson Fury saying this, speaking for Anthony Joshua's team. I don't believe this fight will go. I don't believe this fight will go on until, if it's late August, we'll be very lucky. Maybe September. So when they're going to saying if and maybes and stuff, that tells you everything you need to know. When asked if Saudi Arabia is the front runner to host the contest, Warren added, "You can say that. I'll wait until I see the offer." In the meantime, we've been having discussions at government level with a view to try and get this fight in the UK if nothing else comes from elsewhere. I'm hoping something will come from elsewhere. We've had really good responses from the government. They've been very helpful. Check this out, guys. We know that Tyson Fury, let me go ahead and stop sharing this because this shit making me mad. This shit is making me mad. Let me go ahead and stop sharing this. Let me drop the link in the description so everybody can, come on in. I left the link in it, and I also left the link. This is with Talk Sports. Frank Warren did an interview with Talk Sports. I left the link in the description so you can go directly to it. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Let me go ahead and do an invite because I don't want to keep you guys, because I can rant. You know how I be ranting. It's pissing me off. But let me go ahead and paste that in there. And let me go ahead and address some people in the chat. Tell them, I know Tyson Fury, you guy. I know this. And you my man, tell them. But Listen, I don't want to hear nothing about no head games. I don't want to. I'm tired, dog. I'm tired. Shelton, what do you say? I don't care about this fight anymore. Going to focus on fights that are actually going to happen. Yeah, absolutely. CH Warlow, what do you say, brother? As I said, coach, it seems like AJ is not destined to get a hold of that WBC strap. First Wilder, now Fury. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, didn't Fury put out of David Haye fight? Didn't he pull out? Yeah, that's what you meant, pull out. Yeah, Dragon Lady, what do you say? This is looking bad for Team Tyson. I never did like the guy. Yeah, man, I'm done with Tyson Fury. I don't give a damn about Tyson Fury. I don't. As a matter of fact, Tyson Fury is on my hit list from this point forward. You guys thought I was banging on Wilder. We're gonna retire Wilder. Now it's going to be the Gypsy Queen. He's the Gypsy Queen from this day forward. I would never call him the Gypsy King again. He is the Gypsy Queen. This guy is a pure coward. Him, his whole damn team. Tyson Fury is a coward. Daddy John Fury is a coward. Frank Warren and Bob Arum, they cowards. Well, Frank Warren and Bob Arum, they promoters, but I can't rock with them. I can't rock with them. I'm done with them. I'm done with them. Coach, have you ever heard the term hubris? Another word for arrogance. Yeah, I heard of that word. Yeah, absolutely. I heard that word, Mr. Moore. I have. Let's see. Lisa Bells, what do you say? Let me see. What do you say? Fury is trying to prolong his career. His earnings will be a lot less after AJ beats him. Money talks. Okay, but he's not going to. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I don't give a damn if AJ beat him or not. You're going to make the most money you ever made in your career. You're talking about 75. From the numbers I've been hearing, you're talking about they can make upwards of $75 million a piece, or 80 million pounds, or whatever a piece. Who walks away from that kind of money? Who does not want to get in the ring to fight for that kind of money? Who? Show me a fighter today outside of the Gypsy Queen, Tyson Fury. There's only one Tyson Fury. Outside of the Gypsy Queen, show me one fighter that is going to receive the most money he's ever got paid in his life, talks about walking away from it. I'll wait. I will wait. Anybody who represents Tyson Fury, please tell me. Give me an example. Give me an example. Tyson Fury doesn't know what he wants. The man cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. He probably going through another mental breakdown or whatever. I don't know. But my point is this. Is at this point, we can officially say that Tyson Fury and his team is ducking Anthony Joshua. Anthony knock him out the box, Joshua. We're going to put some respect on his name. Respect it. Respect. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I dropped the link in the description, man. Anybody want to come in? Come on, man. Because this is I'm done. Like, let's look at it in chronological order. I have my phone right here, guys. So I'm gonna tell y'all how this whole thing went down. I have my phone right here. Let me show you guys something. This is what I'm talking about when I say I'm done. First, as a matter of fact, no, it's not on the phone. First, nobody is ready for a fight of this magnitude because of me. No, first I need to hear something soon. If I don't hear nothing soon, I'm going to walk away because I've been inactive. First, it was inactive, right? Then, my son has been inactive. We don't hear anything soon. We're going to walk away. And besides, the world is not ready for a fight of this magnitude because of the state of the world that we're in because of COVID. Then it was COVID. The world is not ready for a fight of this magnitude yet, right? I'm going to walk away because I'm active. The world is not ready because of a fight of this magnitude. Fury, I doubted the fight happens. That's if it happens. I was waiting on a fight last year and that didn't come through. So, if I don't get a fight soon, I build myself up for these fights. And then when it don't happen, I get down in the press and want to kill myself. Wait a minute, sir. You had a chance to fight Deontay Wilder last year. You had a contract with him. You ran from the contract. Facts. You did this. Now, you guys say that Eddie Hearn. Bob Arum said that, hey, the contract, it was expired. Bob Arum lied about that. Bob Arum told a bold-faced lie on Fred Barbershop talk that the contract expired. If it expired, why are you still going through issues with this arbitration? So we're going to throw that out of the way. Everything from Tyson Fury's camp has been lies and contradictions. And then John Fury says TikTok, or his son says TikTok, and we don't get an offer by set, we walking away. Guess what? Eddie Hearn come through with the offers. Eddie Hearn come through with the venues, the site venues. Frank Warren still saying he haven't seen the offers. Now, this interview was done today. Frank Warren, this morning or yesterday, Frank Warren is saying he still haven't seen the offers. The offers that Eddie Hearn submitted. But Tyson Fury says, we have offers. He was happy in the car. And he said, I'm going to get my hands on the big Dawson. All that stuff there.
You smell something? It smells on my hair. I smell pussy.
That's what I smell coming out of Team Tyson Fury right now. The Gypsy Queen is smelling real bad right now. We ain't talking about banging on Wilder no more. We banging on Tyson Fury. From this point forward. This is what it's going to be. I know I'm going to lose a lot of Tyson Fury fans. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Because if you guys can ride with a coward like this, when his promoter is saying that he doubt the fight happened now and in July, it's clear. These guys have been consistent. Now, Eddie Hearn has brought the offers. Fury's talking like he was happy. Then he said, well, if we don't come to an agreement by Tuesday, I'm walking away. Everything this guy says is it's not going to happen. I'm walking away. I doubt if it's happened. Everything he says has been consistent with that. Consistent. If you are a Tyson Fury fan, why you don't hold Tyson Fury to that same standard that you hold Deontay Wilder? I get on Deontay Wilder, and I'm getting on Tyson Fury right now. If Anthony Joshua was pulling this same stuff, if Eddie Hearn was pulling this same stuff about a fight, you Tyson Fury fans will be the main ones calling Anthony Joshua a coward. You will be the main ones calling him a coward, and he's scared of the Gypsy Queen. But when Tyson Fury does it, oh, he's playing mind games, coach. You're looking too much into it. Hell to the no. I'm from the old school. I'm from the old school, Playboy. The way we do things, you're a man in your word. When you do what you say you're gonna do, you don't play games, especially when it comes to business. Trust me, if I had an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua to make $75 million or 75 million pounds or 80 million pounds, there won't be no games with me. Right now, at my size, I'm like 180 pounds. Listen, bro. There won't be no games with me. There's nothing to play head games about with that type of money. But Frank Warren, Bob Arum, Tyson Fury, and John Fury, for some reason, there's something about Anthony Joshua that they are afraid of. Don't tell me he's a big dawser. You'll beat him with one hand behind your back in 1 minute. And then in the next minute, the same breath, you said you're going to walk away from beating this dawser that you said you can beat with one hand behind your back. It's like Anthony Joshua's team and Eddie Hearn, it's like they're running you down. They're hunting you down in order to make you fight him. They're offering you all this money to fight him. And you don't want the smoke. So, come on, man. Come on. I dropped the link in the description. Anybody that represents Tyson Fury, what do you have to say about this? What do you have to say about this? I'm hearing crickets right now from these Tyson Fury fans, man. Unfortunately for Frank Warren, he's out of the loop. Peter Varnell, how is Frank Warren out of the loop? He is the co-man. He is the co-promoter. How is a guy that's, listen, Peter, check this out. That's like me promoting you. The promoter handles all of the business affairs of the fighter. The promoter matchmakes. You know what I mean? He does a lot of matchmaking, right? This is what the promoter does. Anything coming from other promoters about offers for his fighter, that promoter knows about it. There's no way he's going to be out of the loop. There's no way. That's not possible. That's like Anthony Joshua is fixing to fight somebody and Eddie Hearn is out of the loop on that. No, man, no. We're not gonna play these crackhead games today. Not today, man. We're not gonna play these crackhead games today. Eddie did say, unless you hear bad news this week, the fight will be made. Listen, Eddie Hearns has been consistent. But he did say this. He said, unless you hear bad news, the fight will be made. But he also said that if the fight doesn't be made, it's not going to be from our side. It's going to be from the other side. He also said that too. Do you remember that? Eddie Hearn said, if this fight does not get made, it will not be from our side. It'll be from Tyson Fury's side. And everything that we have seen thus far has been that Tyson Fury does not want to fight. Because first it was COVID. The world is not ready for a fight of this magnitude. Then it was, I've been inactive. If I don't hear something soon, if I don't see the offers or find out the site venues, who's offering all this kind of money, I'm going to walk away. Then Eddie Hearns lay it on their lap. Hey, these are the offers. Tyson Fury does a video after I shot my video, roasting his ass, saying that, yeah, we got the offers, everything looking good, yada, 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 yada. And then right after that, this same fool, the Gypsy Queen, said that, yeah, well, if we don't come to a conclusion by Tuesday, which was yesterday, we're gonna walk away. Now Frank Warren is saying that because Anthony Joshua's trainer, he's scheduled to be over with the Olympic team. I doubt this fight happened because he's not going to be able to train AJ. When have you ever heard of a promoter who represents a fighter worried about what the other side got going on? You don't hear AJ talking about no damn trainer. You hearing every excuse. Like, dude, if you are a Tyson Fury fan, why are you not addressing this? You love this dude that damn much that you can't hold him accountable? But if Anthony Joshua did this same damn thing, you guys will be the same. You Tyson Fury fans will be the same ones. I'll be jumping on AJ. We're not going to play these crackhead games today. The Gypsy Queen, I'm done with him. I'm on his ass from this point forward. I don't give a damn about Tyson Fury. I don't give a damn about Frank Warren. I don't give a damn about John Fury. And I don't give a damn about Bob Arum. I'm banging on all their ass right now. Remember what I told you. I am the can man. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. And now it's Fury's time. KB, what do you say? Fury is scared to lose what he has. Fact. Yeah, man, it seemed like it. June 8th, the fight is on. I doubt it. I haven't seen anything that the fight is on June 8th. I haven't doubt. Listen, unless we see a press, I can't even say unless we see a press conference, because Tyson Fury has pulled out of fights when he went to a press conference before, i.e. Vladimir Klitschko. So unless I see Tyson Fury in the ring and the bell goes ding ding, you can never know. I just want Tyson Fury fans to address, at least acknowledge that your guy is full of shit. They won't do it. Aaron Ruiz made more money from two AJ fights in Tyson Fury's whole career. Yeah, Andy Ruiz, he did. Well, no, I won't say more than Tyson Fury's career. Tyson Fury has a net worth of I think maybe $35-40 million. So Tyson Fury made some money, but I'm just saying, Red or Dead, what do you say? Quack. Yeah, absolutely. This guy here, man, listen, thought it was announced. It's in Saudi Arabia. When it was announced, there has been no official announcement on when this fight was going to happen. It's still been talks. Eddie Hearn has did his job. Eddie Hearn did everything he said he was going to do. We got an interview I just showed you. Frank Warren is saying something totally different now. This is Tyson Fury's. He's saying that this fight ain't going to happen right now, right? He think it's going to happen in September, August or September. And his reasoning behind that, listen, do you notice, guys? Listen, you have to acknowledge this. Do you notice Fury's just scared of losing his O? He want to be like Floyd Mayweather, retire undefeated. Well, if he's afraid, stop calling out Anthony Joshua. You called the man out. You called this man out. You called him a coward. You called him a bitch. You called him a pussy. You called him a docile, everything in the book. And now you're trying to back out? You got your promoters coming out here saying we doubt this, we doubt that. And I don't hear one Tyson Fury fan saying anything about this. That's what's tripping me out. As long as I was banging on Wilder, the Tyson Fury fans were laughing, dancing, doing the Tootsie Roll, the butterfly, one leg up, all these different dances. But then when Tyson Fury pulls some foolishness, him and his team, is silence. Come on, man. Keep that same energy, man. Remember, I'm consistent. I am consistent. I don't have a dog in the fight. You see what I'm saying? But I got to call it like it is. Telling you, I have to call it like it is. Unfortunately, Frank Warren is out of the loop. Yeah, we seen that. What do you say? At Heavyweight News Instagram, fight is on June 8th. Let's see. Let's see. You say it's on. So let's see. Let's see if it's on right now. Let's see if it's on right now. Jaja, what do you say? Stop being angry. The fight is going to happen. Man, listen. Keep hope alive. That's what I tell you. Keep hope alive. Let's see. I'm going to take a picture. I have a Tyson Fury from underneath my pillow and throw it away. Hey, Peter Barnos, man, cut that out. You don't have a picture of Tyson Fury under your pillow. I don't believe that. New Money DMG, what's up? Salute, fam. What's going on, man? Listen, Peter Barnos, Frank Warren is the co-promoter. Aaron runs the show. Listen, a fight of this magnitude, Aaron ain't doing nothing either. Do you notice it was Frank Warren, not Frank Warren? Eddie Hearn was the one going all over the country trying to make stuff happen. But let's see, though. This guy said June 8th. There has not been an announcement on this fight has been officially set for June 8th. Frank Warren just did this interview today. Literally this morning. This interview was dropped today. The day is the 14th. Today is the 14th. This interview was dropped today. Okay? So, Frank Warren hasn't seen the venues. How? So why he just can't take Eddie? Like this is if he haven't seen the venues, it's because he hasn't went around trying to make the fight happen. Eddie Hearn has been the one going all over the damn world. Let's see, man. This guy's saying that this fight has been announced. It hasn't. I'm hoping I'm wrong, though. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really am hoping I'm wrong. You said it's happening. A date's been set in for June 8th. Who said that? Let me see. Where's this guy at? Said the fight. You must be trolling. Have to be a troll. Yeah, have to be trolling. No. No, fight has not been announced. So that's been debunked right there on the spot. We debunked that right on the spot. He must was trolling though. Had to be trolling. Yeah, I think he was trolling. Yeah, we don't do mind games. Mind games is a liar. When you say one thing and do something else and you do it consistently, I'm not saying people don't tell lies, but I'm saying when you consistently say one thing and then your actions are repetitive, total opposite behind the stuff that you're saying, that tells me who you are. Yeah, Peter Barnos. The fight will probably happen. It's just we're not going to get it right now. Tyson Fury is going to fight Deontay Wilder next. I'm pretty sure of that. Tyson Fury is going to fight Deontay Wilder next. So, and I don't have any proof of that. I'm just saying he's not going to fight Anthony Joshua in June or July. Because they have been consistent at saying that this fight is not going to happen right now. Team Fury has been consistent in saying that. Lisa Bales, what do you say, sis? Ed, he thinks he is we through the games. Yeah. Ed, he thinks he is we see through the games. Yeah, absolutely. What you say? I ride with AJ only because of his character. Yeah, I like Anthony Joshua, man. Anthony Joshua is the last of a dying breed in this era of heavyweights right now. The top guys. Let me go ahead and get rid of this guy. You're a troll. Ha, you gone. I ain't playing no games. I'm not playing no games with you, homie. Anyways, put you on timeout right quick. Let him get his head right. Sly Tennessee's, what do you say? Don't miss my super chat, coach. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Sly Tennessee, sorry about that, fam.
Hey, Leroy.
Sorry about that, brother.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Okay, calm down, coach. This fight is going to happen. Tyson is just being Tyson. Sly Tennessee, ask me a question. Let me answer this question. What does Tyson being Tyson mean? Somebody give me the definition of what Tyson being Tyson. When you say Tyson being Tyson, do you mean that Tyson being Tyson mean that he lies all the time? If that's what you mean, I can go for that. Also, I think you're missing what that Eddie Hearn is bogarting the negotiations. How was Eddie Hearn bogarting the negotiations? From what I've been seeing, Bob Arum and Frank Warren act like they didn't want to have anything to do with it. From what I've been seeing, John Fury and Tyson Fury have been saying that Eddie Hearn has to be the one to produce. They didn't say that Frank Warren has to be the one to produce. They didn't say that Bob Arum has to be the one to produce. They put everything on Eddie Hearn. From what I've been seeing, Eddie Hearn was the one that got on the plane and flew around the country. Everybody knows this. This has been out in the public. You see what I'm saying, Sly Tendencies? This has been out in the public. That Eddie Hearn has been the one burdened with having to make this fight come to fruition. Like, this is facts. He's been the one burdened with that. Frank Warren hasn't been doing anything. Hell, but Peter Von Arx even said that Frank Warren has been out of the loop. If he's been out of the loop, Sly Tendencies, that tells you everything you need to know. How you out of the loop on a fight of this magnitude? So everything was on Eddie Hearn. You see what I'm saying? You know, but good looking out, brother, for the super chat, man. I really do appreciate that.
Super chat.
But Eddie Hearn is not bogarting the negotiation. I looked at an interview with Eddie Hearn. He said he has been the one that's been tasked to make this happen. All I'm saying is this. Frank Warren, Bob Arum, can anybody tell me what they have been doing? Anybody? Can anybody tell me what has Frank Warren and Bob Arum been doing? Anybody? Team AJ did all the lead work because AJ is the A side. Okay, Team AJ did all the lead work because he's the A side. Okay, I agree with that. So since he did all the lead work, how come the other team who didn't do anything? Why are we hearing all of this? A fight of this magnitude is not going to happen right now because of COVID. A fight of this magnitude is not going to happen right now because I've been inactive. The fight of this magnitude is not going to happen because if I don't hear anything soon, I'm going to walk away. You hear something, we give you the dates in the venue. They get the venues. He get all of the offers from the other countries. Now they're saying that we don't get it finalized by Tuesday, I'm going to walk away. Everything he said, he's going to walk away. Now Frank Warren is saying that, hey, this fight is not going to happen right now. He doubts it because Rob McCracken, which is Anthony Joshua's trainer, is going to be training in the Olympics. And I don't know if it's true or not. We don't know who is going to be training AJ. When have you ever heard of a promoter for another fighter? That's like Don King. Mike Tyson is fixing to fight Razor Ruddock. And Don King said, well, I don't know if this fight is going to happen because Razor Ruddock trainer, he's in Japan somewhere getting ready for the Olympics. So we might have to set this fight up because we don't know if Razor Ruddock trainer is going to be there. Do you think Mike Tyson give a damn about that? What? Who says stuff like this? Everything not going to happen, not going to happen right now. We're going to walk away. It's been coming from one side. And the Fury team has not, nobody from Team Fury has not been addressing this. But I promise you, you guys are the same ones. If Anthony Joshua was to say 1/3 of what Fury was saying, you would call him a coward. You'll call him every name in the book. Not sure about June. The last date release was July 24th in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it's not. Nothing has been confirmed. Nothing has been confirmed. Always right, Mike. Nothing has been confirmed. It's just a lot of things been thrown out there, but there has not been a press conference saying that, hey, everything has been confirmed. Fury still got stuff going on with his arbitration. So that seems that and that might, you know, that the Alphabet Boys might have been right on that the whole time, guys. One thing about me, if I'm wrong about something, I'll come right on here in front of you guys with that same vigor and that same vigor and energy to say, hey man, I was wrong. Because I don't have any egos like that. I don't have no ego and no false pride like that. I was wrong. But the Alphabet Boys might be onto something. They might be onto something. Who knows? You see what I'm saying? Karma Serene, what's up, sis? Yeah, Lisa Bells, how you doing, Lisa? Red or Dead, what do you say? Mind games code for talking ish. Okay, yeah. Thanks for clarifying that, Red or Dead. I'm just trying to find out what the hell mind games mean. Mind games. You know, because, you know, to me, mind games can be anything. I was telling you a whole bunch of lies, telling what you want to hear. Or feeding you on rubbish when I knew I had no intent, when I knew I was lying the whole time and I had no intentions of doing anything that I said I was going to do. That's how I looked at it. The fight is going to happen. Be patient. Tyson is a jokester. There we go. but you won't call him a liar. There we go. Edward Stevens, what do you say? Tyson is a jokester. Okay. All right. What about Frank Warren? He say it'll be after the Euros, so July. J-Mac, so in July. Okay. After the Euros. I don't know what the Euros is, to be honest with you. I don't know what it is. So listen, man, right now we need to move on. We need to move on. Let Tyson Fury go ahead and fight Deontay Wilder for the third fight. Since it's going to be after the Euros and it's going to be late on in the year, let him go ahead and fight Deontay Wilder for that third fight. So apparently he's going to have to fight Wilder. Let him go ahead and fight Wilder, and they can go ahead. How long can Fury keep that belt without a defense? Yeah, he can't keep it long. He's going to have to fight Wilder again. He's going to fight Wilder again. He's going to fight Wilder again. Because from a financial standpoint, ESPN is not going to put money up for him to fight anyone else. Because ESPN has lost a lot of money signing Tyson Fury. They lost money with him. Fury is the mind game master. Nah, Fury is the liar. Fury is the liar. Fury is the coward. This coward is scared of Anthony Joshua. I'm calling her like it is. Fury is a coward, and his team know he don't want to fight Anthony Joshua. He want to get a tune up. But I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you Anthony Joshua fans, you Tyson Fury fans something. When Tyson Fury fights Deontay Wilder again for the third fight, what would happen if he get knocked out and loses? Somebody please answer me. That might have went over your head. If Tyson Fury is going to fight Anthony Joshua later on in the year, right? Right now, he's going to have to fight somebody because he said he's going to walk away, right? And he said, don't be surprised if I fight Wilder again, right? The reason why he said that is because he said that the arbitration is still going on, right? So now, if he fights Wilder again, what if Wilder knocks him out? You ain't got to worry about saying no Anthony Joshua in Tyson Fury fight because Anthony Joshua's not going to fight someone who doesn't have a belt because he was pussyfooting around this whole time. There's no guarantee that Fury will beat Deontay Wilder again. That's not guaranteed. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, let's say I'm Team Tyson Fury. Coach, you tripping. You need to calm down. Okay, I'm going to calm down. The fight going to happen. It's going to happen later on this year. Okay, cool. It's going to happen later on this year. Since you guys know so much that this fight is going to happen later on this year, talking to the Tyson Fury fans, and coach need to calm down. Okay, I'm going to calm down. Tell me who your boy going to fight now next. Tell me who is he going to fight in between the time he fights Anthony Joshua later on this year. Anybody, please, from Tyson Fury, who loves Tyson Fury and believe in Tyson Fury, answer that question. Answer it, please. Because the Alphabet Boys have been saying this whole time that Tyson Fury cannot fight Anthony Joshua because he has a contract that we now know is still in arbitration, and that the judge is going to put an injunction on this fight and stop this fight from happening, and he's going to be forced to fight Deontay Wilder because he signed a contract to fight Deontay Wilder for a third fight, and then he bailed out on it. Right? This is what the Gypsy Queen did. So now, he did it with Vladimir Klitschko. So this is the second time he done something like this. I watched the whole interview with Michelle Phelps on Beats Boxing something. I forgot the name of it. On Michelle Phelps. I studied everything Tyson Fury said intently. I looked at his body language, how he puts his head down. You can tell when he's lying because he go to doing like this, putting his head down. He kept fumbling with his shoes. He kept switching his legs. He had one leg cross. He kept, doing like this here. He had that glossy look in his eyes. I've been studying this dude, Tyson Fury, to the point to where I know when he's lying. Literally. Just watch him. When you watch him do interviews, that nervous energy, when he, keep rocking his head like this and looking to the side, and then he'll fumble around with stuff. Yada, yada. That's nervousness. You see what I'm saying? So tell me, guys, Tyson Fury fans, if he doesn't if this fight happening with Anthony Joshua later on in the year, Tyson Fury said that he's going to walk away and he's going to fight somebody. Don't be surprised. He said, I don't care who I fight. ESPN Top Rank owe him 2 more fights. Okay, well, he's going to fight Wilder again. Because he's not going to fight Anthony Joshua right now. We're not going to see 2 fights with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury go on this year. It's not going to be 2 fights, right? Because Fury's going to have to fight somebody else. Financially, to get the kind of money that he wants to make, the only way he's going to make the kind of money that he wants to make on Deontay Wilder is the ticket. That's the only way he's going to make the kind of money he wants to make. But Tyson Fury fans, question. If the Anthony Joshua fight, and you know what, I'm gonna believe everything Team Tyson Fury says. This fight is going to happen later on in the year. Fury needs a tune-up fight. Okay, cool. What will happen? Who is he going to fight next? No AJ hate here. I'm a big Fury fan, but I like them both. Who is he going to fight next? King Midas, LDVC, right? For non-blue, 7-8, never. That would be a total mind F. Listen, King Midas, let me ask you a question. If the end result is Tyson Fury ends up fighting Deontay Wilder next, guess what, King Midas? The Alphabet Boys was right. I got to come on this show and apologize to the Alphabet Boys because they was right the whole time. And I will do it because I don't have an ego like that. And we're talking about the end result. Because in that interview with Michelle Phelps, Tyson Fury says, when the question was asked, and I have the notes right here. When the question was asked, Michelle Phelps asked him, is there anything, no, Tyson Fury said there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes as it relates to his arbitration, but he's not at liberty to talk about it right now. When asked, can he move forward with the Anthony Joshua fight without it being held against him, Tyson Fury said he does not know. Because his lawyers are being paid millions of dollars to handle it. That's coming out of the Gypsy Queen mouth. So the Alphabet Boys might be right. Because Fury says he doesn't know, which I doubt that. How in the hell you don't know? You're involved in an arbitration case with someone, you don't know nothing. Come on, man. Come on. I don't want to believe that. That's crazy. So he said he don't know. So that means it's a possibility that it can be held against him. Because he didn't say no. He didn't say no. He said, I don't know. I don't know means it's a possibility it can. It's a possibility it can't. So my question to the Tyson Fury fans is this. Because since Tyson Fury is a master at playing mind games, okay, let's see. What are you guys going to say? If he has to, people always give bored me Tyson a pass. Yeah, they listen. They always give him a pass. Always. I don't get it. I don't see any difference between Wilder fans and Tyson Fury fans. I was told this, that in the UK, from several people from the UK, that the Tyson Fury fans are very similar to the Deontay Wilder fans. I was like, yeah, for real? You know, me not being from the UK, I don't know. I'm here in the United States, so I can only speak from what I know the Deontay Wilder fanboys act like. That's the only thing I can speak from. I know nothing about what what goes on in the UK unless someone from the UK tells me. You see what I'm saying? But Anthony Joshua fans have told me that Tyson Fury fans are the same as Deontay Wilder fans. They will make all kinds of excuses for him. They'll take up for him when he's lying. There's nothing that he can do wrong in their eyes. Even when he is wrong and caught dead to the right lying, they'll still make up excuses for him. I was like, yeah, I'm the type of person, if you tell me something, I got to see it for myself, right? If you tell me something, I'll take what you tell me and hold it, and then I will look and see if I see those tendencies that you told me about the individual. Everything that an Anthony Joshua fan from the UK have told me about Tyson Fury has been 150,000% correct. To this day, it's been 150,000% correct. Period. The Anthony Joshua fans in the UK have told me everything that Tyson Fury was going to do before he even done it. And everything that I was told, this is what I'm seeing manifested before my eyes right now. You AJ fans in the UK, you guys were spot on. You were right. You were right. So what do you say? Let's talk about Haney and Garcia, Coach. I need your opinion on this one. Haney and Garcia. Which Garcia are you talking about? Which Garcia are you talking about? Because I don't even know. Let's see. What do you say on Muzzle Truths? The so-called top heavyweights always dodging their best paydays with AJ. He must be the division's boogeyman. Hey, listen, man. Listen, for Anthony Joshua to be such a coward, remember Deontay Wilder called him a coward. He's a coward. He's this, he's that. For and Tyson Fury said he's a dosser. He's a pumped up weightlifter. These two men, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, have something in common. They hate Anthony Joshua. They don't like him. Anthony Joshua makes more money than Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury combined. His net worth is swallow theirs, right? This guy is such a coward. But when I look at his resume, talking about Anthony knocking him out the boss Joshua, he's fought more top 10 fighters than Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury combined. His resume. I'm not even an Anthony Joshua fan like that. I'm a diehard fan of Terrence Crawford, and I'm gonna check his ass in a minute. You're gonna see me roast him too, because anybody can get it with me. I'm the can man, like Adrian Broner, and I got that from Adrian Broner. Shout out to Adrian Broner. I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. But when it comes to Anthony Joshua, man, it's like, whew. I feel sorry for Anthony Joshua, man. I really do. Like, honestly, I really feel bad for Anthony Joshua. I mean, financially, he's set, but he can't like guys when these big fights are in negotiations with these top heavyweights. They flake out. They say all kind of stuff. They tarnish his name. They say all kind of stuff about this guy. I've never heard Anthony Joshua pull out of a fight. I've never heard Anthony Joshua say, well, I don't know. It might not happen. You know, this one may not happen. It's the pandemic. You know, Jesus walked on water. You know, what you say, Peter Barnes? How can one argue a extension clause when we're in the middle of a pandemic? Aram has a barrage of lawyers attending this arbitration issue. There is no legal precedence for a pandemic. Canelo Alvarez has a fight with Billy Joe Saunders, May the 8th. In Texas, Dallas, Texas. 70,000 people sold out in the pandemic. In the pandemic. I don't know about an extension clause. I don't know what you're talking about. Things have lightened up over here in the United States. Well, in the city, in Texas and Florida, because I live in Florida. Florida, we booming. Everything good in Florida. We ain't talking about what the fake news media try to say about Florida and Texas, but we booming right now. We have people from New York who they state is on lockdown. California, they're leaving their cities, they're leaving their states and cities to come to Florida and Texas because they're tired of being held captive by oppressive regimes in those states. Canelo Alvarez is fighting in the pandemic right now in Texas. Him and Billy Joe Saunders. I respect the hell out of Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe over here doing his thing. I don't hear Billy Joe saying, oh, you know, it might not happen. Oh, you know, well, he can't, you know, they had a dating venue and everything. So, wow. Anyways, Jay Fletcher, what do you say? The WBC can't make Wilder mandatory if he hasn't fought since the Fury fight. Fight Dillian White has to beat Povetkin. So he should be the mandatory. Yeah. Dillian White has beaten Povetkin. So Fury's going to have to fight somebody. If the Anthony Joshua fight, according to Team Fury, it looks like that's going to be later on in the year, according to what Frank Warren said. So, who is Fury going to fight? ESPN, because he tried to fight a bum in December. He tried when he backed out of fighting Deontay Wilder. He tried to. Remember, Team Fury said that the contract had expired with Deontay Wilder. That was a lie. That was a lie. Bob Arum said that Wilder lost the arbitration. That was a lie. The lies have been coming from Team Fury side of the fence. So everybody playing mind games. Bob Arum playing mind games. Frank Warren playing mind games. John Fury playing mind games. Tyson Fury playing mind games. So we just have this one mind game love affair going on. But if Anthony Joshua was to do that same thing, you guys, listen, you Anthony Joshua fans, you told me about these Tyson Fury fans. You're right. You're right. Tell them. What do you say? Wilder knocking out Fury. Are you joking? Or no. Tell them. In the heavyweight division, anything can happen. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Tyson Fury fought Wilder the first fight. He got knocked down. He got knocked out. He said he was out. This is what Tyson Fury said. Out of his own mouth. He said, I was out. He came to, got up, and we know how that happened. What if he would have got counted out? What if that referee would have waved the fight off and said, that's it? It's a possibility he can get knocked out. This is the heavyweight division. No one is guaranteed a victory, tell him, in the heavyweight division. Nobody. Anthony Joshua fought Andy Ruiz and lost. Nobody is guaranteed a victory in boxing. You have to earn what you keep. If the fighter you're fighting lands the right punch from the right angle at the right time, it can be good night, Irene. So, yeah, Wilder can knock out Tyson Fury. It's a possibility that can happen. We don't know what's going to happen. But if Fury ends up fighting Wilder next, then everything the Alphabet Boys said was true as it relates to this arbitration. And guess what? I'm going to come on this show and I'm going to apologize to Blue Balls, Drew the Midget, Fagnon, Jabba the Hutt, 7 Sports TV, Boxing No Ego. I'm going to apologize to the entire LDBC Alphabet Boy community because they was right all along. And I was wrong. I have to say that. I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I don't cop no deuces. I look directly in the mirror like I'm looking at this webcam, and I call it like I see it. If the end result is Tyson Fury ends up fighting Deontay Wilder next, what would the Tyson Fury fans say? So let's go. Peter Von Us, what do you say? You're jumping to a conclusion, coach. I'm just what I'm saying, Peter Von Us, is this. I'm not saying Fury is going to have to fight Wilder next. What I'm saying, Peter, is Tyson Fury said out of his own mouth that do not be surprised if I fight Deontay Wilder next. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, why would he say that? Tyson Fury, okay, let's go over a list of things. Tyson Fury also said, got my notes, that in the interview with Michelle Phelps, he doesn't know if he's going to, hold on, let me make sure. This is the sticking point. Frank Warren is saying that this fight is going to happen later on in the year. Okay, wow. Frank Warren is saying that this fight is going to happen later on in the year, like September. He said, if we're lucky. If we are lucky. Frank Warren is so concerned about Rob McCracken. He's concerned about Rob McCracken. That's how much he loves AJ. Bob McCracken is not going to be there to train Anthony Joshua. If he said maybe, he doesn't know. He didn't say, he said maybe he's not training the Olympic squad. I'm not sure. That's one issue. Who is it an issue for? He says, this is what Frank Warren said. But I don't see how any of that can happen, meaning the fight can happen in July or even early August. This is what Frank Warren is saying. So we're not going to get that fight next. That's my whole point. I'm not saying the fight is not going to happen, Peter. I'm saying we're not going to get the fight next. So my question is, if we don't get the fight next, who is Tyson Fury going to fight? And if he fights Deontay Wilder next, the alphabet boys is right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And no one can argue that. No one. What is your email? I got to talk to you personally. I will send you my phone number in the UK. Adam Beanie Smith. Okay, y'all, I'll send you the email. As a matter of fact, I'll send you a private chat. Let me see. Adam Beanie Smith. Let me see. Let me see something. Wait a minute. As a matter of fact, let me figure out how I can do this. I can send it to you. As a matter of fact, yeah, anybody want to send me an email, you can send it right here. The email is Coach Malachi Williams at yahoo.com. No, at gmail.com. I'm gonna type it right here. As a matter of fact, Gmail. This is my email, guys. Anybody wanna and you can hit me up on as a matter of fact, you can hit me up on Instagram too, Adam. And then we can talk WhatsApp. We can talk via WhatsApp. Yeah, man. So my point, guys, is this. If Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua fight happen later on in the year, strong possibility that's what's going to happen. Tyson Fury fans, who your boy gonna fight next? This is my email right here, guys. So anybody want to send me something? You can send it to me. Halim, salute, fam, salute. Robert Wilson, why doesn't everyone just wait and see? Robert, I agree with you. I will agree with you on that. Let's wait and see. But it's my job to report what's being reported. You see what I'm saying? I agree we need to wait and see. I agree with that totally. But it's my job to report what's being reported. Because we're hearing several things. From one side, Anthony Joshua's side, we can make this fight happen late June or July. From Tyson Fury's side, fight's not going to happen because of COVID. People not ready for a fight of this magnitude. Rob McCracken is probably going to be training fighters in the Olympics. Tyson Fury had his arbitration with Wilder. He don't know anything how that's going to turn out. He's been inactive. He needs a tune-up. So that's my whole point. So at this point, we're no further today than we were yesterday. So if the fighter who's supposed to be the king of the gypsies, that's supposed to be the king of the gypsies, is saying that he needs a tune-up, fight not gonna happen. If I don't hear something by getting any offers in a day or two, I'm gonna pull out. Then he gets the offers. Oh, if we don't have everything settled and finalized by Tuesday, I'm gonna pull out. This everything this guy says has been pulling out. Everything. Tyson Fury has been consistent with that. So I'm past the point about this fight happening. I'm past that. My question is, oh, what do you say, Smoggy? Oh, Adam Beanie is a troll. Be careful. Oh, okay. Well, if he's a troll, let me get him out of here. Put him on timeout right quick. Where's Adam at? Damn, I just saw him. Yeah, but that's my point. My whole point is, where's this guy Adam at? I'm gonna go ahead and put him on, get him out of here. Oh, okay. Okay, he's saying he's not a troll. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, I don't even care at this point. It doesn't matter. Back to what I was saying, guys. Back to what I was saying. If Tyson Fury backs out of this fight right now, I'm not saying the fight between Tyson Fury and AJ is not going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. I believe that wholeheartedly. I'm not sure if it's going to happen next. So my point is this here. Who is Tyson Fury going to fight next? Anybody who represents Tyson Fury. Who is he going to fight next? Yeah, we know Anthony Joshua is training. Joshua, I don't have anything bad to say about Joshua. Joshua is training for Tyson Fury. The question is, who is Tyson Fury training for? Listen, Ryan, I heard all of that. I addressed that yesterday. Tyson Fury said in the interview that he's 100% sure the fight was going to happen. We're not doubting that the fight is going to happen. He said that he's 1,000% sure the fight is going to happen. He said that with Michelle Phelps. The question is, when is the fight going to happen? That's the question. That's the question, Ryan. When is the fight going to happen? And if the fight happens in September, like Frank Warren is saying, Frank Warren is saying September. If we're lucky, this is what Frank Warren is saying. This has been consistent with what Fury has been saying the whole time. Backing out, not going to happen, not holding my breath. Everything has been negative about it, right? I'm being inactive. I need a tune-up. Joshua's a dulcer. I could beat him with one arm time behind my back, drinking 12, 14 pints of lager. If Anthony Joshua is such a dulcer, pumped up weightlifter, he can't beat you. We would never know if you don't step in the ring with him. Anthony Joshua don't do no talking. We know this. Anthony Joshua's about that action. He ain't doing no talking. He wants to fight. Period. Like Anthony Joshua said, he's happy. He put his running shoes on. He said there's nowhere to run at this point. And he wasn't talking to himself. There's nowhere really to run at this point, Fury. You say you're the Gypsy King, looking more like the Gypsy Queen. What you gonna do? Eddie Hearn came through and delivered. So my question is, again, guys, Billy Joe did say it could be in September. Okay, cool. I'm past that. The fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is going to be in September. Tell me why. Tyson Fury fans, tell me why this fight is going to be in September. Is it because of Deontay Wilder? Arbitration? Tell me why this fight, Halim, talk to me, brother. Why Billy Joe Saunders said it's going to be in September. Tell me why this fight is going to be in September. Anybody? What you say because Billy Joe said so? Peter Barnox. Hey, Peter Barnox. hey, listen. Peter Barnox. Frank Warren is saying that also. So my point is this. Again, my question is, if the fight happens in September, Anthony Joshua and Fury is going to, Anthony knock him out the box, Joshua is going to fight Tyson and Gypsy King Fury later on in the year. Who is Anthony Joshua training for? And who is Tyson Fury training for? If they are not going to fight right now, they're going to fight later on in the year. Can anybody please answer that question? I'm begging for an answer because I don't know. If what Halim is saying is true, the fight is going to happen in September, from what Billy Joe Saunders said. Because Halim is just repeating what Billy Joe Saunders is saying. And Frank Warren is saying this fight is going to happen later on in the year, right? If that is true, who in the hell is Anthony Joshua training for? And who is Tyson Fury training for? Tyson Fury is in America right now training in Las Vegas. Who are they training for? If they are not training for each other, who are they training for? Peter Barnes, what do you say? Fury and Joshua are training for Billy Joe. Hey, Peter, man, you need to cut that out, man. That's my question. That's my question. That's my question. What my main man tell him at? Tell him, where you at? I know you love Tyson Fury. Tell me, who is Tyson Fury training for? CH Farlow, help me, brother. We know who AJ is training for. The question is, who Fury is training for? Exactly. Exactly. Let's get CH Farlow the Ali bell. We know my main man Showbiz there, though. He got the Tyson bell. I can't bite Showbiz from that. But we're going to have the Ali bell because Ali came before Tyson. The Ali bell. Listen. You see what I'm saying? Who is this guy? This guy is saying a lot of words about nothing. Bro, I don't know who you is, but you finna get put out of here. You done. All right, now. So let's see. Let's see. I want to make sure AJ KO's Usyk early. Usyk struggling with Witherspoon and sword. So if the fight happens in September or October or November or December of this year, we don't know, from what we're hearing from the Team Fury side, who is Anthony Joshua training for? Who is Tyson Fury training for? Apparently, they're not training for each other, right? Apparently, they're not training for each other. So who they training for? That's what I want to know, guys. Anybody, please, just tell me something. Tell me something. Yeah, but what happens is this stuff, Ryan, this stuff is going to backfire. This stuff can backfire. Because what happens is I've never seen anything of this magnitude happen before. You see what I'm saying? I've never seen Ali do anything that Tyson Fury has done. Tyson, Larry Holmes, Vander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, who else? Joe Frazier, Joe Lewis. I've never seen anything like this. My 47 years of living on the planet Earth, I've never seen anything like this in the sport of boxing. Never. Tyson Fury has some diehard fans. I got to give y'all credit, man. Dragon Leg. Shout out to Dragon Leg for the super chat. I don't understand, Coach. They have trainers in here. Dragon Leg. That's my whole point. My whole point, Dragon Leg, is this. If Tyson Fury doesn't fight Anthony Joshua until later on this year, right? Right? If Tyson Fury is fighting Anthony Joshua later on this year, that's fine. I'm cool with that. That fight, y'all say it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Okay. Who is he training for right now? It's because of the Olympics. That's why he said it. AJ's head coach team. Yeah, I understand that. I get all of that. I just read the whole article right here. I have the article right here, what Frank Warren is saying. But Anthony Joshua is not saying this. Frank Warren, someone who is team Fury, he's saying this. He's worried and concerned about Anthony Joshua trainer not being there. Why is Frank Warren worried about Anthony Joshua trainer not being there? Anthony Joshua's training, getting ready to fight Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua's not the one saying, hey, man, my coach is getting ready for the Olympics, and he's not going to be here, so we're going to have to set this fight out. Anthony Joshua's not saying this. Tyson Fury team is saying this. Why is Tyson? That's like, hey, Carney, that's like me and you fixing to get ready to fight, right? I have a trainer, right? My trainer is went overseas some damn well at a strip club or whatever. Your trainer says that, and me and you are scheduled to fight each other for millions of dollars, the most money that we ever made in our lives. Your trainer says, well, Coach Malachi, his trainer is in a strip club twerking somewhere, and so we might not be able to have this fight because he don't have anybody to train him. Well, who the hell Anthony Joshua is training for right now? Someone please answer this question. I'm looking for answers right now. All right, I'm hearing everything. Rob McCracken is going to be in the Olympics. Okay, now, So it's like the Fury fans is trying to put everything on Anthony Joshua now, and I'm not going to let you do that. Frank Warren is trying to put it on Joshua. We know. We're not going to play these crackhead games today. We are not going to play these crackhead games today. Anthony Joshua is not said that he's not going to have this fight because of his trainer is quote unquote maybe in it may have to go to the Olympics in Japan. No. We're not going to throw it on Joshua. We're going to stick to the script. We're going to stick to Team Fury. Team Fury has been saying from the beginning that this fight might not happen. It may not happen. I've been inactive. I need to have a fight. I'm tired of sitting around. If I don't receive an offer by this date, I'm walking away. He receives the offer. If we don't come to an agreement by this date, I'm walking away. Don't be surprised if I have to fight Deontay Wilder again. This is what Fury is saying. The arbitration, I don't know if the arbitration is going to stop me from fighting or not. I have no idea. This is what he said to Michelle Phelps. Literally. You see what I'm saying? Frank Warren, oh, well, the fight may happen later on in the year. Okay, cool. I have no problem with that. Anthony Joshua is not saying this. And then now Karma Serene is saying that Fury's baby is due this summer. Right. So now that's another. So now the baby is due this summer. Rob McCracken is overseas, or going to be overseas around that time, training the Olympics. I've been inactive. There's no money for this fight because of COVID. If we don't come to an agreement on the venue by Tuesday, I'm walking away. And don't be surprised if I have to fight Wilder again. This is 6 things that the Fury camp is saying, from Warren to Tyson to John to Aaron. 6 things. Anthony Joshua, 0. Anthony Joshua has been consistent as saying he wants to fight Tyson Fury. Period. So my question to you guys, Tyson Fury fans, I notice when I ask these questions for the Tyson Fury fans, they never answer the question. Never answer the question. Who is Anthony Joshua training for? What you say, Deonville? Fury is training for his wife. Okay. Haleen could be in Las Vegas because Fury was there. AJ wants it in the Middle East. All right, there we go. Now that's the 7th thing. He wants it. One guy wants it in the Middle East, another guy wants it in Vegas. Okay. Now, all right, we got something else, guys. Listen. Matter of fact, got a list right here. This is what we gonna do. Hold on, guys. I got a list right here, guys. Sorry about that. The computer went out. We're gonna write down a list of all of the things that Team Tyson Fury is saying. And get my marker. Oh, you know what? I don't need a marker. Have my pen and pad right here. So let's go. Let's do this. Class is in session. Number 1. I can do this shit all day. Number 1, Tyson Fury says, I've been inactive for a while. John Fury said, my son's been inactive. Right? John Fury says, the fight may not happen. There's nobody to put the money. There's no money for the fight. There's no money for the fight of this magnitude. No one is interested in this fight right now, fight of this magnitude, because of COVID. And there's no money. Tyson Fury says, and John Fury says, Eddie Hearn won't be able to deliver on this, basically, because they haven't seen any offers. So Eddie Hearn came through with the offers. Now Frank Warren is saying that Rob McCracken is going to be in the Olympics. Fight may not happen until September, if we're lucky. And then he said, if we are lucky. In Olympics. I'm just writing this stuff down, guys. Then Fury says, Don't be surprised if I fight Wilder next. If I fight Wilder next. Then Fury says in the interview, when asked, will the arbitration stop him, prevent him from fighting Wilder without any repercussions, he said he doesn't know. He's not sure. So arbitration could be a possibility. Alphabet boys might be right. And I will be man enough to keep my word and give them an apology. I'm still bang on their ass. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. I'm still bang on their ass. But I'm not going to, but if they was right about this, they was right. So arbitration. Right? So now, inactive. Then he says, if we don't agree by Tuesday, I'm walking away. That's 7 right there. Right? That's 7, guys. All from Team Fury. By Tuesday, he's walking away. Right? Frank Warren said that the fight that happened in September. Right? So that's 8 things. So this is what I'm saying, guys. Tyson Fury fans. So all of these 8 things I just jotted down, are these all head games from Tyson Fury? Who is Fury training to fight next? If Fury and the Fury and Anthony Joshua fight is not going to happen until next year, until later on in the year, right? Bruce Leroy, my man, the last dragon. Fury doesn't want anything but to hide in the corner. Hey man, listen, hey man, you made my day, Bruce Leroy. Hey, as a matter of fact, on my super chat, I got, hey Leroy, you know, I got that from the Last Dragon. You know what I mean? Last Dragon. Haleen, what do you say? Coach with notepad, classic. Yeah, man, old school, old school. So Fury is the biggest duck in history. Oh man. Anders, what do you say? AJ won't win. Struggles in the past 8 fights. Look flaky as hell versus Ruiz 1. Again, the question is, and we're not gonna get off the topic. Who is Tyson Fury training for right now? He's here in Las Vegas, in the United States. I live in Miami. He's training right now. Who is he training for? Who is Anthony Joshua training for? Someone tell me from Tyson Fury's camp, who is Tyson Fury's training for if he's not training for Anthony Joshua right now? Bruce Leroy, what do you say? These Fury Dumbos love excusing Fury duck game antics. Man, it does seem that way. Aaron Mack says Tyson will KO AJ. Love from Scotland. Man, listen, this is my question to you, Aaron. How is he going to KO AJ? By talking him to death? By doing interviews? Who is Tyson Fury training for, guys? None of the Fury fans are addressing this. Like, 7th, what do you say? Sounds like they're waiting on arbitration. Exactly. So if they're waiting on the arbitration, that means the Alphabet Boys was right. That means the things that I said about them as it relates to this arbitration, not getting in the way of the Tyson Fury fight, I was wrong. Because I believe what Bob Arum said. Bob Arum said Wilder lost the arbitration. Bob Arum lied. Just like Tyson. It seemed like Tyson Fury, Frank Warren, John Fury, and Bob Arum, they have one thing in common. They lie consistently. That's probably why they get along so well. Now, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead now. Let me see. Do I have any Tyson Fury fans that can address this? Peter Von Oz, we haven't heard anything from Joshua. Right, because Joshua don't do any talking. Joshua don't do any talking, Peter. Joshua say, let's talk. more action. You do hear some stuff from Joshua, but Joshua say, let's talk more action. Joshua about action. He's not about talking. He's not going to get on there and say, Dawson, I beat you with one hand tied behind my back. He's not going to say anything. I think Joshua wants it in the UK. Listen, so what you say? You know it's serious when you pay because hey, listen, I have to, man. Hey, because I need a pad to keep up with this shit. Hey, Smokey 7188. I need a pad to keep up with this, man. Who is Tyson Fury training for? Fury is training to fight his mental health issues again. Yeah. Peter Von Ox. Personally, I'm going to pay-per-view it. I don't care where they have it at. Peter, who is Tyson Fury training for? That is the $1 million question. King Midas. Count the excuses as soon as it all adds up. Man, I got like 4 or 5 more things I can write down that's been said. From Fury, Warren, Aaron, and John Fury. It should be in the UK, but our government always throw money. Yeah. Okay, we listen. I'm past where the fight should be at and all that stuff. I'm past that. My question to Tyson Fury fans: who is Tyson Fury training for right now? That's the only question I'm looking for. That's the only answer I want right now. Fury never had mental problems. He said they are training for Saturday Sports TV, aka Jabba the Hutt. Yeah, Jabba the Hutt, man. Jabba the Hutt. Saturday Sports. Hey. Oh man, bruh. Bruce Leroy, Wilder is a born fighter. Who has Wilder fought? Okay, yeah. Listen. Who is Tyson Fury training for? Halim. Okay, people. Get Billy Joe Saunders' flag out May 8th. Yeah. Will the real Gypsy Kings please stand up? Billy Joe. All right, now, again, I'm going to stick to the question. Small Fury is fighting Wilder next. I believe so. That's a possibility. So Fury could be training for Wilder. Fury's not fighting Anthony Joshua next. Fury training for Wilder. So that means the arbitration is still going on, which we know. And that means that Fury is not confident he's going to win because Fury created all of this. He created all of this because all he had to do was fight Deontay Wilder. You had a contract, fight him. But your track record of backing out of contracts, fights, you had a contract, you should have fought him for the 3rd time. You didn't fight him, you backed out. So now, who is, okay, so Smokey 7188, you said Fury is training for Wilder. Okay, cool. That's one. Anybody else? Ryan, hope not, Wilder is done. Wilder might not be done, man. Emmanuel, now you believe I told you last week that the fight will not happen because of Wilder. Emmanuel, you might was right, brother. We don't know that for sure yet, but you might was right. And guess what? If you're right, I apologize. That's the type of man I am. If Fury fights Wilder next, I apologize. You were right. Please accept my apology. Please give me a thumbs up if you accept my apology. Let's see. Crickets. Karma, hey, Karma. You see, hey, Karma Serene, do you see what I'm saying, sis? Crickets. The Tyson Fury fans, I don't know if the Smokey 7188 is a Tyson Fury fan. The Tyson Fury fans are quiet. I'm asking a simple question. Who is Tyson Fury training for right now? Karma. Man, sis, I was hey Karma, if you want to jump in this chat, if you want to jump in with me, just click in here if you want to jump in. Karma Serene, I love that. You say crickets. Listen, anybody want to jump in, jump in. Especially if you're a Tyson Fury fan. Karma, if you want to jump in, jump in. Who is Tyson Fury training for? Crickets. Fury is training. Okay, Peter Barnard said Fury is training for Joshua. I presume. I'll have to ask him. Man, listen. Fury can't be. Peter Barnard say, okay, Peter Barnard say Fury is training for Joshua. All right. All right, so we have one Team Fury fan saying that Fury is training for Joshua. My question is, if the fight won't happen until September, how is he training for Joshua? That's another question. All right, Tony Lyons, what do you say? Aaron Story, because he would rather fight another bum. Now ESPN is not going to allow him to fight another bum, Tony. They're not going to let him fight another bum because they lost money already. KB, AJ was born for this. He wanted undisputed since day one. AJ jumped in the ocean with the big fish and blasted them out. AJ is really hungry. And that's why I'm picking AJ to knock Tyson Fury out. I just think that mentally he's more stable. And Anthony Joshua's not Deontay Wilder. He's not, he doesn't have the one hand, and he doesn't know, he only has one hand. That's it. Anthony Joshua has many different ways he can skin it. Listen, there's no way I can do anything with Tyson Fury. I can't ride with him on nothing. Tyson Fury can be boxing Canelo Alvarez. I'll pick Canelo Alvarez. Why? Because Tyson Fury may pull out. Tyson Fury may pull out. He's known for pulling out. You know what I mean? So, anyways, who is Tyson Fury training for? Eddie Hearns has landed in Vegas. Listen, that's not answering the question. Who is Tyson Fury training for? At this point, they don't care if they fight in Burger King. Yeah. Jabril Bay. My question, sir, is this here. Oh, Ryan, what you say, me, bro? Oh, Tyson Fury training for Ryan. Hey, man. Hey. Oh, man, this is crazy. King Midas, Fury is training for 100 M. Harleen, what do you say, Coach Notes? Email Bob Aram, John Fury. Now, hey, man. Listen. Dragon Leg, why is Fury fanboys ducking this question? Dragon Leg, they not saying anything. Who is Tyson Fury? Well, Peter Barnard said that Tyson Fury is training for Joshua. So one time for Peter Barnard. Tyson Fury is training for Joshua. That's what he says. Fury is training to beat the ish out of the LDBC. Okay, Fury training for the LDBC. We're going to write that down. LDBC. Okay, cool. All right. Carter, what do you say? John Fury is no liar. He too honest for his own good. He has not been wrong yet. Okay, cool. John Fury is not a liar. So John Fury told the truth that there was no countries who was interested in this fight because there was no money. There's no money for the fight because of COVID. John Fury lied about that. Eddie Hearn came through. There's 4 countries that's putting up big money. The UK, 5 countries. The UK, the US, where I'm at, Saudi Arabia, Russia, and it's another country. 5 countries have put the money up for this fight, and 5 different venues that Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury can fight for. So that's one lie for John Fury. Then John Fury said that no one was interested in the fight. The fans, the people are not ready for a fight of this magnitude because of COVID. That's 2 lies by John Fury. You said John Fury doesn't lie. He's too honest. Okay, well, I just got 2 lies right here. We docking it down right now. Then John Fury says that Eddie Hearn is lying. He's not going to come through. He won't be able to deliver. That's 3 lies for John Fury. He just came through. I can keep going on and on. Call him. John Fury is a liar, just like his son. His son got it from his father. Like father, like son. That's 3 right there. All right, Peter Von Ox. Why don't you ask Fury yourself, Coach? Give him a ring at the gym and let's settle it once and for all. Listen, Tyson Fury won't talk to me. I don't even know the guy, but he wouldn't talk to me because I'm not going to handle him with kid gloves. I'm gonna call him out on his bullshit. You see what I'm saying? He would not talk to me. Listen. He won't. I promise you, he won't talk to me. Bob Arum won't talk to me. Frank Warren won't talk to me. Tyson Fury won't talk to me. I promise you they won't talk to me because I'm not going to cap for them. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, oh, this is Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. Oh, it's such an honor to talk. Hell to the no. That ain't me. My mother didn't raise me that way. Betty Jean didn't raise me that way. My mother named Betty Jean. She passed away, but she passed away 99. But Betty Jean didn't raise me that way. I don't know how to bite my tongue. I don't know how to bow down and cow down to nobody. That's not me. My family, we wasn't built like that. He wouldn't talk to me because I'm gonna call him out on all this stuff. So, he like kid-friendly interviews. Nobody asked for Wilder to go into hiding for over 6 months. Yeah, we're right about that. But we're not talking about Wilder. We're not talking about Wilder. We're talking about who is Tyson Fury training for. Emmanuel said, I told you last week the fight will not happen, but you didn't believe me. Man, listen, we passed that. We passed that right now. No, I didn't believe you because you don't have no more information outside than I do. You don't know nothing. You see what I'm saying? But we passed that right now. No, you said the fight will not happen. The fight is going to happen. It's not going to happen next. So let's clarify that. Are you saying the fight between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury is not going to happen, period? Or are you saying it's not going to happen next? That's what I'm talking about. I believe the fight is going to happen, but is it going to happen next? So before you jump up and down and throw your pom-poms in the air, Emmanuel, let's clarify that first. He's paying more money to lawyers. Yeah, he's paying money to lawyers for the arbitration. I already know all that. Listen, you late to the party, man. You're late to the party. No energy from Aaron Warren, John Fury, Tyson Fury. None of them want the fight to happen. Exactly. So, who is Tyson Fury training for? Tyson playing mind games again. He's staying sharp for anyone. Okay, there we go. The mind games. There we go. Okay. Fury is training for anyone. Okay. That's very ambiguous. Fury training for anyone. Okay, now. Okay. AJ's more skillful than Wilder. Let's see, Tony Lyons. If Fury don't want it, I'll take the slaps for a few minutes. Oh, absolutely. He said, and Bloom say Tyson Fury pulls out so much, it's a miracle he has kids. Yeah, absolutely. Ron Boy Fresh, what's going on, fam? We trying to find out who Fury training for if he's not going to fight Anthony Joshua next. Tyson Fury's confused. He talked from both sides of his teeth. He's a liar and a joker. Absolutely, he is a liar and a joker. Tyson Fury fans won't say that. They call him being a liar and a joker head games. They won't call it like that. So, Tony Lyons, John Big Mouth Fury is another BITCH. I think coach should call. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you know what I mean. Tony Lyons, man. Yeah, they won't accept that no call from me. Look at Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo in Texas. Exactly. John Fury talks a load of crap. Yep. Yes, he does. They call lying mind games. Exactly. That's what they call lying mind games. But if Anthony Joshua did that same thing, the energy would be totally different. I can promise you that. USA is open to fans, i.e. Texas and Florida, because I'm right here in Florida. Fury is not worth more. His own he will lose. Yeah, absolutely. What you say, Adrian? Yo, I know someone at Matchroom working on the design team who's seen the Undisputed promo. Hey, oh my God, what you say the trilogy is next? Hey, you might be right. So that's two. That's two for Wilder. Fury is training to fight Deontay Wilder next. That's two for Wilder. Arlette, what do you say? Very energetic. Thanks, sis. Thank you so much. Hey, listen. Salute from Harlem. What you say? Salute from Harlem. You have a good show here. You are. Thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Listen. Sam Larry, what do you say, fam? It's not going to happen next. Okay, cool. It's not going to happen next. According to what Frank Warren is saying and what not Anthony Joshua. Sorry about that, guys. According to what Frank Warren is saying, Bob Arum, Tyson Fury, John Fury, you're right. It's not going to happen next. So who is Tyson Fury going? Who is he training for? Who is he going to fight next? Right now, we got two for Wilder right now. Two people says that Tyson Fury is going to fight on Wilder next. He's not going to fight Anthony Joshua next. And I think everybody is coming to the conclusion on that. Me looking at some of your Tyson Fury fans, you guys are now saying that this fight is going to happen later on. Okay, cool. So now you guys have come to grips that the Gypsy King is not going to fight Anthony Joshua next. Who is he training for right now? Well, Fury and Billy Joe are great friends. So Fury being an hour flight away from Billy Joe next, huge fight explains why he's in Vegas for me. And as for training, he does that every day anyways. Okay, so Ryan says that Fury is in training because he does that anyways. So Fury is not training to fight anybody. He's just there in Vegas to support Billy Joe Saunders. Okay. All right, cool. So we have one Fury. Fury is in Vegas training because he does that every day anyways. Okay. Fury trains every day. So that means he's really not training for a fight. He's just training anyways to stay in shape. So that's the explanation. Okay. What do you say? Dude, your chest and video have stupid lag time. I commented that about 15 minutes ago. I don't know why. I don't know why. No, it ain't. It's not the lag time. It's the fact that I'm getting to the replies late. That's what it is. It's not the lag time, fam. I'm getting to the replies late. KB, Wilder has one weapon in the right hand. AJ has lots of weapons. His IQ, super uppercut, right hook, left hook, and deadly combos. Can't see. Yeah. That's gonna be something else. Oh my God, what do you say? That is why he's in Vegas training. It's showtime. The trilogy is mandatory. Hey, oh my God. She says that Fury is training for he's training for Wilder. But my question, oh my God, my question is, I wanted to hear from the Tyson Fury fans. I heard one from Tyson Fury fan says that Fury is training for Joshua. Right? That's one Tyson Fury fan. Aaron says that Fury is training for AJ. Aaron, okay. So that's two. But Aaron, let me ask you a question. Frank, so do you believe Frank Warren when he says that the fight is going to happen in September or maybe October? Recap, please. What happened? Oh man, it's a lot. So basically, man, what we're doing, Olaf, is we're just talking about this Tyson Fury fight. It was a lot. You know what I mean? The fight seems like it's going to happen later on in the year. So we want to know who is Tyson Fury training for if he's not training for Anthony Joshua to fight next. So who is he training for? Rebel War Games. Fury will fight Mr. Torquenator next, I feel. He wants no smoke with AJ, period. Okay, cool. So that's 3 for Wilder. Hearn is not even calling the date in interviews. I have a feeling it's a surprise coming soon. All right, Jabril says it's a surprise coming soon. Okay. A surprise coming soon. Okay. Vizio says, why are people bringing up Wilder? Because they're bringing up Wilder, Vizio, because Fury may have to fight him again because of the arbitration. That's why. And we're trying to figure out who is Tyson Fury training for if he's not going to fight Anthony Joshua until later on in the year. So if he's not going to fight Joshua until later on in the year, who is he in Las Vegas training for then? I.e. training for Wilder because of the arbitration. Right? So that's what everybody's saying. Fury will be in America if he's going to fight AJ. Because the Undisputed is not happening in America. Fury is in America. Fury is in America right now. He's in Las Vegas. So let's see. So why take his cut man? He might, who knows? My question is, I'm looking for. Emmanuel says, Bomb Squad, we are here. Okay, Emmanuel's Bomb Squad. Cool. All right. Bomb Squad, Emmanuel says that he has to fight. Fury's going to have to fight Deontay Wilder next. Okay, cool. Any Tyson Fury fans? Who is your guy going to fight next? No idea. But do you know it would be a bum? Hey, you know what? Wizard Sleeve. ESPN is not going to allow him to fight a bum. because they lost money with Tyson Fury. They lost a lot of money with him. And the only way they're going to be able to recoup their money, he's going to have a fight that can generate the kind of revenue that they need to make their money back. So Fury, if he doesn't fight Anthony Joshua, from a financial standpoint, he has to fight Deontay Wilder. From a financial standpoint, just to make that money back that ESPN has lost. They're not going to pay him money. They lost money when Fury fought Odo Wallin. They lost money when he fought somebody named Schwartz. You know, he fought 4 bums in between 2 Wilder fights. He fought 4 bums, right? They lost money on that. And then the first Wilder fight, they lost money. They made some of the money back on the second Wilder fight because of the pay-per-view numbers was better than the first fight. Do you understand what I'm saying? So who is he training for? If he isn't, I would eat my hat on one condition. Can I have some barbecue sauce with it? Aaron Story. Yes, sir, fam. Yes, sir. Peter Von Oz. Wilder isn't training, though. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Wilder isn't training. We haven't seen Wilder. Wilder is not training. So if Wilder is not training, how can Tyson Fury be training for Deontay Wilder? That's another thing. We don't see Wilder. Wilder is in hiding. Emmanuel, Bomb Squad, we are here. Emmanuel, where is your main man? Where is let me go ahead and we got a super chat right here, guys. Super chat from Dave Green.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Dave Green. Fury versus AJ next at All Giant Stadium in Vegas. Fight is in August to September. Eddie Hearn just posted on his Instagram that he's at the stadium now. Okay, cool. We're Dave Green, thanks for the update. But we're past that part. We don't came to the realization that the fight is going to happen in August or September. So my question is, who is Tyson Fury fighting next? Because he said he's tired of waiting and he's not going to wait for AJ fight to come through, right? So who is Tyson Fury going to fight next? We have 3 that Fury is going to fight Wilder. And I'm starting to believe that now. That means the Alphabet Boys was correct.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
The Alphabet Boys was correct when they said that Fury cannot fight AJ next. He's going to have to fight Deontay Wilder in the trilogy match. That means the Alphabet Boys was correct. If you haven't seen Wilder, how do you know he is not training? Because normally when he trains, like when Wilder is getting ready for a fight, I don't watch the last 8 fights from Deontay Wilder, 8 of them. And when he's getting ready for a fight, you always see him in the gym training. You always see the cameras in there where he's working on his windmill uppercuts and stuff like that. This is the first time Wilder has ever been this quiet since he's been boxing. Never heard him this quiet. He just disappeared. The only videos we see of Wilder, him at the gun range, him twerking and stuff like that. Him putting paint, African paint on his face, talking about your king is here. So I can't assume he's training. You see what I'm saying? Because, normally when he's training, you get to see him training, getting ready for a fight. And the LDBC, the Alphabet Boys, they'll tell you, Deontay Wilder is training. When he fought Luis Ortiz, we saw him in the gym training. When he fought Dominique Brazil, we saw him in the gym training. When he fought Tyson Fury, the first and second fight, they showed video footage of him in the gym training. So that's why we say that. Ryan, I agree, bro. He won't fight bums. They won't allow it. No, they won't allow it. They won't allow it. August 4th is 4 months away, so no one. Okay, so you're saying August 4th is 4 months away, so he's not going to fight anybody. Okay, so I'm back. All right, let's see. Oh my God, how do you know Wilder ain't training? Wilder said he's ready. He has a lot to prove. I haven't seen any information on that. Let me know where did Wilder say he's ready at? I follow him on Instagram and I follow him on Twitter. I follow him on Instagram and I follow him on Twitter. He put out a post not too long ago. He said nothing about he was ready. So do you have any information, oh my God, that I can find where you can confirm that Wilder saying he's ready? I need to see that. William. No. Knock him out the box. Is fighting Fury. Okay. So William says that Fury Fury is ready. Is going to fight AJ next. So that's 3 for AJ. So we have Wilder fans in the chat. We have AJ fans in the chat. We have Fury fans in the chat. The question I'm asking the Fury fans: who is Tyson Fury training to fight next if he's not going to fight Anthony Joshua next? If the reports that are coming out are true, that this fight will happen in August of September, who is Tyson Fury going to fight in between time? So, Lion said Fury ain't fighting no one next apart from Wilder. And I'm not even sure Bob would pay for that. Exactly. So, he's going to have to fight Wilder next. That's 4 for Wilder. And if he has to fight Wilder next, then that means, this is to all you Tyson Fury fans. Oh, what do you say? I said he stay ready, sir. Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, my God. I misunderstood what you said. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Where's the information? Okay, here we go. Let's go right here, guys, because some people came in on the chat late. So let's go here. So let's do a quick recap. Why we got started on this conversation. This is the information. Silver Stress, 2011. This is the information. Right here. This is an article, an interview that Frank Warren gave to Talk Sports today, August the 14th. Frank Warren says that he believes the Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight will likely be pushed back to August or September. So this is the topic of the conversation, what we're having. And he explains in this article why it's going to happen in August or September. So the question is, according to this article, if this is true, the Gypsy King or Queen or liar, or you can't trust anything he says, or you never know when I'm lying or telling the truth, because every time, you never know if I'm lying or telling the truth. That he said on IFL TV interview. If the fight is going to happen in September, April, May, June, July, August, September, that's 5 months away. If the fight is going to happen in 5 months, who is Tyson Fury training for right now, today? Now, we have one that says he trains every day anyways, so he's just training just to be training. So Tyson Fury is just training just to be training. He has his cut man with him, but he's training just to be training. So that was one answer. We have 4 answers, says from Team Deontay Wilder, Fury is going to have to fight Wilder next. Bam, that's 4. We have 3 that says that Fury is training for Joshua. Well, he can't be training for Joshua because according to Frank Warren, this fight is going to happen in September. So we can rule Fury training for Joshua out the way, right? So who is he training for? And I was asking this question to the Tyson Fury fans. I don't even want to hear from the Wilder fans. I know the Wilder fans' position. He's going to have to fight Wilder again. I get that. But the Tyson Fury fans, Fury is not going to fight Anthony Joshua until September. And I'm going to tell you guys something. There's a possibility that may not happen. And this is what you guys need to take into consideration. And I want you to hear me out. That one trick pony still wiping tears from face down in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Yeah. I want you to hear me out on this. Peter Michelle in the interview asked him some questions and he hesitated. Do you think that's on purpose or not? Yeah, I looked at the interview. The interview is 35 minutes and 12 seconds long. I know how long the interview was. I saw that interview from front to back. Tyson Fury looked very nervous in that interview. Very nervous. What did he say, sis? Contract. Yeah. Right. So Wilder should be in a ring, girl, for Undisputed. Yeah. But okay, all jokes aside, though. All jokes aside. Do you say Peter Varnox? What do you say? Oh, do you guys want me to give you the Tyson Fury? You want me to give you this? I can drop the link in the description below. Tyson Fury interview. Hey, I just came in. What's happening? Hey, man, listen, man. Basically, what we're talking about is the Tyson Fury fight is going to happen later on in the year. He's not going to fight Anthony Joshua next, according to his promoter, according to Tyson Fury himself, according to John Fury, according to Bob Arum, they have been consistent saying this fight is not going to happen right now. Yada, yada, yada. They're going to pull out and stuff like that. So according to Frank Warren, the fight is going to happen later on in the year in September. So the question is, okay, KB, man, peace out, brother. Peace out, brother. The question is, what time for KB? What time for KB? Tony, the question is, who is Tyson Fury training for if he's not going to fight Joshua until September? Oh my God, Fury has a fight deal with AJ, so he could not fight Wilder then. AJ. Yeah, Tony Lyons. Tyson Fury also has a contract with the fight in Deontay Wilder, and he's trying to fight AJ. So the arbitrator could say that, hey, you got to honor your contract. We don't know. All right, here we go. He's fighting no one. Bar big knockdown, knock him out, because he's not wanting a loss, lose that payday. Yeah, but Bob Arum hasn't said anything. Is Frank Warren running his mouth? Yeah, Bob Arum said a couple things. He said that Tyson Fury won the arbitration against Deontay Wilder. He said the arbitration is over with, but he hasn't said anything much after that. But Tony, what do you say? He also has an unfulfilled contract with Wilder. Right, so Tyson Fury signing a contract don't mean anything. Because he doesn't honor contracts. We know that. Warren is big time jealous of Eddie Hearn also. Right. So tomorrow's video, Fury was playing mind games. That leaves me optimistic for this fight. Yeah, man, no, man, we not. Mind games mean he's lying. Hey, but tell him, let me ask you a question. Tell him, who is Tyson Fury training for right now? Yeah, he said the mediation was over. There's a difference. Yes, Eddie, listen, I have the interview. I can tell you what he said word for word. Fred Barbershop asked Bob Arum. He said, what's going on with the arbitration? He didn't say mediation. He said the arbitration is over. Deontay Wilder lost the arbitration. This is what he said. I heard that part of the interview 5 times because I wanted to make sure that I was sure so that I can understand what I understood and have an understanding of all of that stuff. That's what Bob Arum said. I know it like the back of my hand because I saw it 5 times. I shot a video on it. That's why I was running around saying, hey, listen, Tyson Fury, the Alphabet Boy community, SLDBC, they were wrong because Bob Arum said that Wilder lost the arbitration. And no one made a video refuting it. Come to find out, Bob Arum lied when he said that Wilder lost the arbitration. You see what I'm saying? And the arbitration is still going on. Because when Michelle Phelps asked Tyson Fury about what's going on with the arbitration, he said it's still going on. He said he paid lawyers millions of dollars to handle that for him. And he said that when she asked him, will the AJ fight, will the Wilder situation allow him to move forward to fight AJ, he said he does not know. So that gives credit to what the Alphabet Boys were saying. I bang on them all day, but I got to give them credit where credit is due. This is what Tyson Fury is saying out of his mouth. The liar. Fury's confused right now. He's like a snake rolling around, biting himself. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You see what I'm saying? Antonio, what do you say? Fury is training for Wilder or White, maybe. Yeah. Even with the trilogy, ESPN will lose some money. Nobody wants to see a fight besides the fanboys. No, but you know what? The Dragon Leg, the pay-per-view did 800,000 to 850,000 pay-per-view buys. That was better than the 300,000 they did the first fight. So that'll be the only fight that they will be willing to pay for because of the drama around that fight. You see what I'm saying, Dragon Leg? You see what I'm saying? Tyson Fury. There is a gag order in arbitration. There is a gag order. That's why I said when the Alphabet Boys are saying that, hey, Tyson Fury is going to have to do this, he's going to get paid millions of dollars. They don't know because there's a gag order. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Oh my God, you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen because we have not talked to the arbitrator. If there's a gag order, we just assuming and speculating at this point, right? Because there's a gag order. tell him, yeah, we know Anthony Joshua is training for Fury. If Fury isn't training for AJ, maybe he's training for Caballero. No, he can't fight Caballero. He tried to fight Caballero in December. ESPN said no, we're not paying no money for that. He wants to get paid 10, 15, 20 million dollars to fight Caballero. No one is going to pay you money. No one's going to put money for that when the network is in the red. Remember, ESPN and Bob Arum and Top Rank lost money with Tyson Fury. They're in the red with Tyson Fury. They're not going to put no money up for him to fight some more bums. They're not going to put no money up for him to fight Schwartz and Otto Wallin and stuff like that. When they lost millions of dollars with this boy. He's going to have to fight Wilder or Anthony Joshua for them to even recoup their money. And Bob Arum said this. The WBC cleared the undisputed fight. The courts can't sanction a fight. That's all for cash at best. Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that because the arbitration is for a cash settlement. That is true. But my point is, Adrian, my point is this here. You have Team Wilder is saying this is not true, what you're saying. They're saying that the arbitrator is going to put an injunction on the fight in the fight with Anthony Joshua and going to force Fury to fight Wilder. This is what the Alphabet Boy community and Team Wilder is saying. Team Fury is saying that Tyson Fury is there's only one Tyson Fury. He's the best. AJ can't beat him. Yada, 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 yada. That's what they're saying. Right? Anthony Joshua team is saying that he wants to fight Tyson Fury so he can become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Anthony Joshua has been consistent with that. From the aspect of Wilder, his team has been consistent with that. His fans and the Alphabet Boys. Even though they've been lying and going all over the place, but they've been consistent with that, with saying that Fury can't fight nobody else. So what do we have to go off of? We go by what Fury says out of his mouth, right? Fury is a compulsive liar. Bob Arum is a compulsive liar. We know this. What time from a man Stu Brunts?
Super chat.
For the super chat. Good looking out, fam. Good looking out. But he said that the arbitration is still there. So we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? We don't know. So what you say, Fury signed a 5-fight deal. Yes, he did. Can it be he won a light touch, then AJ fight, then come back and sign a new deal with AJ for a rematch? That's a possibility. Ron Boy Fresh, that's a possibility. But do you see what we're doing, Ron Boy Fresh? We're trying to figure out what's going on. If me and you have to try to figure out what's going on, that means there's no one side is being transparent, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua team. The other side is saying that, hey, the fight is going to happen later on in the year. That's fine. And if Fury wants a light touch, well, Fury said that. He said that in so many words. He want a tune-up before he fight Anthony Joshua. He needs a tune-up. Okay. John Fury told Kurt they are ready to sign. Yeah, I heard all of that. The courts could say you have to fight Wilder or you will have to pay money. That's all that can happen. It's not a sanctioned fight. Yeah, that fight is not sanctioned. It would be a voluntary. And with their time. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the fight, the fight, the trilogy fight with Wilder and Fury was not sanctioned by the WBC. Fury is saying we'll never know that he's lying or telling the truth because one day he's going to use that to his advantage one day. Exactly. Let's go, coach. Just want to say hi. Usually asleep, do the work when you live. I'm live every day, brother, at 3 o'clock. Every day at 3 o'clock, I'm live. Every day, brother, I'm live at 3 o'clock. Hit the Ali bell for you. I can't use the Tyson bell because Showbiz used that. So we're going to use the Ali bell. You know what I mean? But for now, Undisputed has a green light. All that Wilder Fury is way down the line at best. Yeah. But this is Adrian. This is my thing though, brother. Fury and Anthony Joshua does have the green light. They're going to fight later on in the year. My question is, Tyson Fury specifically said that he wants to be active. He wants to fight now. That's what he specifically said. So if he fights Anthony Joshua in September, he's not going to fight right now. Who is he training for? He just training for any. ESPN is not going to put money up for a fight outside of Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua. They're not going to put money up for a fight, right? Well, they have investors. Well, they're not going to have to put the money up. The investors are coming in. No one is going to put money up. The investors are coming in to put money up for the fight for Anthony Joshua. Now, if Fury don't fight Anthony Joshua until September, Fury is going to have to fight somebody in between time. They are not going to allow him to fight a bum, a Odo Wally, a Jim Swartz, or a Caballero. He's not going to be able to fight none of those guys because they're going to lose money. ESPN, the Top Rank, has lost millions of dollars with Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is not a draw. He is not a big draw at all. They lost millions of dollars with Tyson Fury in the United States. This is facts. Look at the numbers that he had outside of Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder isn't a draw. He was doing terrible before he fought Tyson Fury. His numbers is terrible. And I did an episode on this. I did a show on this. If Fury was able to fight AJ for $100 million, he would. It ain't happening, y'all. Fury has unfinished business to take care of. And she represents Deontay Wilder. She represents Deontay Wilder. Oh my, OM God represents Deontay Wilder. Peter Von Ark said that I think Fury is training for Joshua. But how can he be training for Joshua if the fight not going to happen in September? If you know anything about boxing, guys, when a fighter has a fight that's coming up, right? They don't prepare and train for a fight that's going to happen 5 months down the line. I hope you guys understand this. I hope you guys understand this. Fury is going to, if he's going to fight Anthony Joshua in September, that's 5 months away. Fighters do not train to get ready for a fight that's going to happen 5 months down the line. I boxed for 5 years, right? Amateur. You don't train for a fight. You know, now if you're an amateur, you training all the time. You have to, because you're fighting like every week in the most part. Sometimes you might fight twice a week. It just depends. But you're fighting every week or every other week or something like that. The amateur schedule is real busy, right? But when you're in the pros, you don't train for a fight, get in fight shape, fight condition to fight someone 5 months down the line. You don't do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh my God, if he wanted to fight right now, he wouldn't have ducked the trilogy. Make it make sense. Yeah, make that make sense to me. Because he did sign a contract with Deontay Wilder, and he backed out of it. You understand what I'm saying? He did that. He did that. That's facts. But, oh my God, that's not the first time Tyson Fury did that. Remember, he did it with Vladimir Klitschko in the second fight. He went on a press conference with Vladimir Klitschko to fight him for the rematch. The press conference, and he pulled out. And then all of a sudden, he got on cocaine, got fat with the drinking, went to talking about he had mental issues because he was afraid to fight Vladimir Klitschko for the second time. Fear make you do some strange things. Peter Von Ox. Frank Warren believes the Olympics and Rob McCracken will hold back Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury in July. So it could be. Yes, but that's not Frank Warren's job to say that. Anthony Joshua was not saying that. Frank Warren don't give a damn about no Rob McCracken or Team Anthony Joshua. You and I both know that. Why is he worried about what the hell Rob McCracken got going on? Rob McCracken didn't even say that. He also said, this is what he said. Let me read it to you. He said that this is what Frank Warren said. I'm going to read it to you word for word out of his mouth. Frank Warren says all indications from AJ's promoter, Eddie Hearn, thus far have pointed towards a July date for this fight. But Fury's UK promoter is skeptical over this. He's been skeptical from day one. Why has he been skeptical from day one? Could it be the Fury Wilder arbitration? Okay, he's been skeptical from day one. Warren told White and Jordan on TalkSport that I'm seeing all these various stories. It's going to happen in Wembley on July 24th and so forth. But I don't see how any of that can happen in July or even early August from my perspective. This is Tyson Fury's promoter. He said Rob McCracken is AJ's trainer. He's also our Olympics team's head coach. So he's going to be in Japan. I think the Olympics starts on July 23rd. And I don't know what the quarantine period is. He can't be in two places at one time. Listen to this very carefully, Peter Barnard. That's if, keyword if, Rob McCracken is still training AJ. Maybe he's not training the Olympic squad. I'm not sure. That's one issue. So this is pure speculation on Frank Warren's behalf. Because he clearly said if, and he clearly said maybe, and he clearly said he's not sure. But he said he believes that. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, Aaron Story, what do you say? So, all right, so basically, Fury is probably training for Wilder. There's no way Rob McCracken cares more about the Olympics than Undisputed. Aaron says, might have to sign off, coach. All I have to say is this. For Fury, Wilder has sent dates he didn't accept. So can't Fury duck. Oh, yeah. Can't say Fury duck that. I think it was a combination of everything, though. But take it easy, Aaron. Take it easy, brother. Take it easy. Take it easy. All right, so OFC, he would be a nightmare, but Tyson won't go to the UFC. Yeah, so anyway, so basically, Peter Barnard said basically Frank Warren is irrelevant. But how is he relevant when he's Tyson Fury's manager? I mean, he's Tyson Fury's promoter. How is he relevant? So you're saying Wilder defending belts against bombs is better than we're not gonna get into that. Fury knows what do you say, brother? I just say Mr. Kingsley. What do you say? Fury knows AJ has improved rapidly since he lost to Ruiz. Fury is scared to fight Joshua right now because he knows he will lose. Possibility. Jules, what do you say? Just subscribe to you, bro. Hey, good looking out for the subscribe, brother. Good looking out for the subscribe. Man, I really appreciate that, fam. Give you a round of applause for subscribing. Give my main man Jules a round of applause. A round of applause for subscribing. So, I know we've been riding now for a little bit over 2 hours, but this is getting very interesting. All the best from Scotland. Shout out to Scotland. Scotland in the building. Billy Joe Saunders going to represent man in America fighting Canelo Alvarez. So we're going to send a shout out. Let's send a shout out to the fighters who are actively fighting right now. Let's send a shout out to the fighters who are actively fighting right now. Right now, we're going to send a shout out to Josh Taylor. We're going to send a shout out to Jose Ramirez. We're going to send a shout out to Boost Enos. We're going to send a shout out to Anthony Joshua. We're going to send a shout out to Andy Ruiz is back now. Canelo Alvarez. We're going to send a shout out to all of the women in boxing, the women boxers that I love. I forgot a lot of their names, but don't worry about it. You know what I mean? We're going to send a shout out. We're going to send a shout out to all of the active fighters. We're going to send a shout out to all of the fighters who don't play head games. We're going to send a shout out to all of the fighters who don't tell lies. We're going to send a shout out to all of the fighters who don't say, you never know if I'm lying or telling the truth. We're going to send a shout out to fighters who don't sign contracts and then back out of fights. We're going to send a shout out to, oh my God, just describe. Good talk. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much. Good looking out. Good looking out. We're going to send a shout out to all of the fighters who put action behind their words. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do. Thanks, Coach Billy Joe Saunders and Josh Taylor Ramirez. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to send a shout out to fighters who are actively fighting. I'll send a shout out to Errol Spence as well. Errol Spence is taking care of things in the PBC, even though I don't agree with how he's handling the Terrence Crawford situation, but that's neither here nor there. At least he's fighting. Terrence Crawford just had a fight in November. He better be fighting Sean Porter next. You know Terrence Crawford's my favorite fighter, but if he doesn't fight Sean Porter next, I'm going to do a video on him, bombing on him too. So we need to hear something soon, Mr. Crawford. You're my favorite fighter, but you can't be replaced at any given time. I like that boy Bruce Ennis right now. So anyways, we're going to send a shout out to all of the fighters who keep their word and do what they say they're going to do. You see what I'm saying? Now, to the fighters who play head games, to the fighters who lie, to the fighters who sign contracts and then pull out of fights, to the fighters who going through mental issues and look nervous in interviews and stuff like that, we can't respect you. We can't respect you. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Dillian White. Dillian White got knocked out, came back and knocked out the guy who knocked him out. He ran it back. He ran it back. He didn't pull out of a contract. You see what I'm saying? So shout out to all of the fighters. Shout out to all of those fighters. You see what I'm saying? Crawford fights who they put in front of him. Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. No, listen. I love Terrence Crawford. I agree with you on that. I'm saying, at least Crawford, and we're giving shout out to fighters who are fighting. That's what I'm saying. We're giving shout out to fighters who are fighting. If you're a fighter who play head games, Diallo Huggy, what's going on, fam? One time from my big brother. One time from my brother Diallo Huggy. Good looking out, fam. We're giving shout out to fighters who are actively fighting, who don't play mind games, who don't lie, who don't pull out of fights. We're giving shout out to those fighters. We're giving shout out to fighters who don't sign contracts and then change his mind and say, no, we ain't going to have no fight. And make up all kinds of excuses and lies why you're not having the fight. That's what this episode is about. We're going to give a shout out to all of the fighters from the bantamweight division all the way up to the heavyweight division and in between who are actively fighting, who don't make excuses, who don't lie, who don't play head games, who don't sign contracts and then pull out of fights. We're going to give a shout out to fighters whose word means something. That's what we're going to do here today. That's what we're going to do here today. Period. If you are a fan of a fighter that play head games, if you are a fan of a fighter that says you never know if I'm lying or telling the truth, if you are a fan of a fighter that signed contracts and then renege on fights that he has a signed contract for, if you are a fan of that kind of fighter, and if you don't hold that fighter's feet to the fire, I have to question you. Are you a fan of the sport of boxing, or are you a fan, or are you a fanboy of this particular fight? And I'm addressing this specifically to Tyson Fury fans. Do you love the sport of boxing more than you love Tyson Fury? We're giving a shout out to all of the fighters who are actively fighting. All of the fighters who want all the smoke. I've never known Errol Spence to sign a contract and then pull out. Peter Von Arts, what do you say? To be precise, it was Frank Warren running his yap, not Tyson Fury. No, Peter Von Arts, Tyson Fury's been running his yap also, sir. With all due respect. You can't disregard, I'm going to walk away. You can't disregard, I've been inactive. You can't disregard, if I don't receive any offers, I'm going to pull out. You can't disregard, if we don't have an agreement by Tuesday, I'm going to walk away. All of this is recent. Now, we're getting on Frank Warren because Frank Warren said that he doubt the fight happens. Well, Frank Warren has been consistent. I really can't get on Frank Warren, Peter Von Arts, because Frank Warren has been saying this from day one. He's been skeptical about this fight. To be fair to Frank Warren, he's been skeptical. But Anthony Joshua has not been saying this. So what I'm saying is Fury and Wilder share the same character, excuses and lies. Absolutely. But what I will give Wilder credit for is this. If he signs a contract to fight a fighter, even though they be bums, He does fight them. Wilder, to my knowledge, Ugas is not going to be walking the park for Spence either. No, he's not. He's not. Ugas is going to be a tough fight. To my knowledge, I've never known Errol Spence to pull out of a fight. I've never known Terence Crawford to pull out of a fight. I've never known Anthony Joshua to pull out of a fight. I've never known Deontay Wilder to pull out of a fight. I've never known Dillian White to pull out of a fight. You see what I'm saying? I never known Dillian White to say, I play head games and you never know when I'm lying or telling the truth. I never known that. The last I heard from Fury was he was looking at the venues. Did you hear something else since then? Yes. He said shortly after that, if they don't come to an agreement, Peter, by Tuesday, which was yesterday, he's going to walk away. That's what he said. Right after he said we were looking at the venues on Sunday. That's what he said. No, he said that Friday, and then he said we're going to look over everything Sunday. It's like he's putting everything in Anthony Joshua's court. Anthony Joshua's been consistent. Anthony Joshua wants that smoke. He wants to fight. You say you can beat him with one arm tied behind your back, Gypsy King? Okay, you got an opportunity to do it. You can't do it if you don't fight him. So my point is this. It's all about the dollars. Well, the money is there. The money is there. We know how I know the money is there? Because Tyson Fury said the money was there. He said he received massive offers. That's what Tyson Fury said. But Joshua wasn't running his mouth for Wilder, Joshua neither. No, Joshua. No, it wasn't. That was what, 2018, 2000, something like that. No, Joshua don't run his mouth for nobody. Joshua don't do any talking. Fury folded when asked about the cheating rumor. He almost choked himself out ultimately in the fight. No, I saw that. He said that he doesn't respect Deontay Wilder because of all the allegations he said about him, and because that Deontay Wilder couldn't accept the fact that he lost. I don't believe. And then Fury said something. He made a valid point. In order for Tyson Fury to be able to cheat, oh my God! And I know your position with Wilder. The Nevada Athletic Commission would have had to be in on it. Mauricio Suleiman would have had to be in on it. JD's, which is Deontay Wilder's manager and trainer, would have had to be in on it because he was there to inspect the gloves and watch the hand wraps. The referee would have had to be in on it. That means all of these people in America, the Nevada Athletic State Commission, the WBC president, the referee, JD's, Nevada, and all of them would have had to be in on it and conspired against Deontay Wilder. And that ain't what happened. My opinion, Deontay Wilder got his ass whooped. He wasn't prepared. He fired Mark Breland unjustifiably. Mark Breland saved his life, especially if you believe that Tyson Fury had egg weights in his glove, which I debunked that in the last live. If you believe that he had egg weights in his glove and he cheated that way, then you should be happy that your trainer saved your life. Why fire him when he stopped you from getting killed? You see what I'm saying? So Frank is just sitting on the couch doing nothing, waiting for the paycheck to come while Eddie doing all of the work. Absolutely, Michael. Absolutely. Adrian, Fury and Eddie Hearn are both now posting Vegas stadium picks. Listen, I'm not doubting that, Adrian. I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that at all. I know that they're doing that, right? I know that because I get the alert right here on my phone. My thing is, from what we're hearing, the fight is supposed to happen in September. Wizard what do you say? Wilder and Fury fans are not only the same, they are often the same exact people. Listen, no, what I'm saying is if the fight happens in September, guys, am I making sense here? Maybe I'm not making sense. If Fury is going to fight Wilder, if Fury is going to fight Anthony Joshua in September, that's 5 months away. Tyson Fury and Eddie Hearn can be looking at whatever stadium they want to look at. The fight is supposed to happen in September, according to Frank Warren, right? Who is Tyson Fury going to fight in between time? That's the $1 million question. And if Deontay Wilder is not training for a fight, and if Fury is going to fight Deontay Wilder, guess what? Wilder is going to need time to prepare to fight Fury. If he's not training, he's going to need time to prepare to fight Fury. So he's going to need at least an 8 to 10 week training camp. So Fury is still going to be waiting. Remember, I'm gonna pull out because I'm tired of waiting. Okay, well, if you walk away, you're still going to have to wait. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why that was a BS excuse from Fury. Either way it goes, you're going to have to wait. Wilder versus Fury need to end their chapter. They both been out a year. Good tune-up for them both. I agree with that. That'll be a good tune-up for them both. And that's probably why Fury was saying that, don't be surprised if I fight Deontay Wilder. Fury did say that too. Don't be surprised if he fight Deontay Wilder. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's happened before, Margarito. Yes, listen. But since the Margarito fight, oh my God, Vegas, I don't know if you know anything about Las Vegas. Since the Margarito fight, let me explain to you how this works, guys, because I don't think she knows. Heavyweight championship of the world. When you fight in Las Vegas, the day of the weigh-in, the fighters have to choose their gloves. They choose 2 sets of gloves, guys. Let me explain this to you. When the fighters choose 2 sets of gloves, both camps get to inspect the gloves that each fighter has chosen. The Athletic State Commission then takes the gloves, Nevada Athletic State Commission takes the gloves and they put them in the safe. They lock the gloves away in a safe. Just in case you didn't know this, oh my God. Then, the day of the fight, the Athletic State Commission comes in the locker room. You have a representative from Team Tyson Fury in Deontay Wilder's camp, in Deontay Wilder's locker room. You have a representative for Team Deontay Wilder, which was JD's, in Tyson Fury's locker room. JD's inspected the gloves. JD's, do you see any egg weights in there? No, I don't see any egg weights. Do you see any metal objects in there? No, I don't see any metal objects. He said, okay. He watched Tyson Fury get his hands wrapped. This is what we know. He watched him get his hands wrapped, right? And then the Athletic Nevada Commission checked the gloves again in front of everybody. Mauricio Suleiman, in front of everybody. JD's, in front of everybody. And vice versa. That's what went on in Tyson and Deontay Wilder's locker room as well. And then they put the gloves on and they taped the gloves up. When they taped the gloves up, JD had to sign off on it. The signature means what? It means in the Athletic Commission sign off on it. And the referee, I forgot about the referee, checked the gloves as well when he's giving the fighters their instructions in the locker room individually. Once those gloves are taped up, that fighter is watched at all times by the commission, right? This is how this goes down. In order for that to happen in this fight, we know what Margarito did to Miguel Cotto in the 90s. We know that. We know what what Margarito did. We're talking about this particular fight. In order for Tyson Fury to be able to do that, that means all of the American judges, the Nevada Athletic Commission, Mauricio Suleiman, America, referee, America, JD's, your guy, oh my God, JD's is Wilder's guy. They would have had to conspire against Deontay Wilder, allow him to cheat. So what you're saying is everybody left the locker room. Tyson Fury unwrapped his gloves, stuck weights in it, put the glove back on and take the back up. That's not what happened, sis. With all due respect. I know that's what you want to believe, but that's not what happened. Wilder has not presented any proof of that. All right. Nevada State Commission said there was nothing wrong with the gloves. Exactly. So what Oh My God is saying that the Nevada Athletic Commission was conspired against Fury conspired against Wilder to allow Fury to cheat him and beat him with metal objects in the gloves. And if that was the case, why fire Mark Breeden? Why fire Mark Breeden? If that was the case. You see what I'm saying? hold on, what you say? Wilder said the punches didn't hurt Fury in the second fight. So, facts. How could that be if he was using egg weights and Wilder only jumped on his fans, 9 months later? Exactly. So if the punches, because if you have egg weights in your gloves, it's going to hurt you when you get punched with them. It's going to hurt you. So if he didn't hurt him, which we know that was a lie, he's not going to admit that. If he didn't hurt him, how did he end up swole up? And why is he saying he had metal objects in his glove? Because there's no way he could have had metal objects in his glove and not hurt you. This is me using logic. I thought Fury and Hearn were in Vegas for Canelo and BJS, since Tyson is Billy's friend. Yeah, but they fight May the 8th. Oliver Sampson, they fight May the 8th. Canelo and Billy J. Saunders fight May the 8th. So if Fury is in Vegas and he has his cut man with him and he's training. So let's go back to the original question. So I asked a lot of questions. Guys. I said, I think Fury saw the venues and picked Vegas, and AJ didn't want Vegas. Just my opinion. And that's the holdup. I don't know. I don't know, brother. I don't know. Peter Von Knox, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't speculate either way. You know, Angel, Wilder literally said Fury scratched my ear to make it bleed with his nails. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Through the gloves. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. You know, right. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But Fury has been working out with Joseph Parker. Yes, he has been working out with Joseph Parker. But the Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua fight, according to Tyson Fury's promoter, Frank Warren, will happen in September of this year. My question is, Tyson Fury fans, if that's the case, who is Tyson Fury training for? Tyson Fury said out of his own mouth that he needs to fight now. He's not going to fight AJ now because, according to Frank Warren, this fight is going to happen in September. If that's the case, who is he training for? So Deontay Wilder fans are saying that he's going to have to fight Wilder next. And if he's not fighting Anthony Joshua next, Wilder Fury said, don't be surprised if you see me get in the ring with Deontay Wilder again. He said this out of his own mouth, out of his lying mouth. So I can't believe what I'm hearing regarding the fight being put off to August or September. Yeah, man. So that's my whole point, Robert. So if the fight is being put off to August or September, then this is Wilder. One excuse. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, we don't been through the Wilder excuses and allegations. We're talking about Fury. Fury is going to fight somebody. He's not going to fight Anthony Joshua next. If he fights Anthony Joshua later on in the year, he has 2 fights left on his contract with ESPN. If he fights Wilder next, there's no guarantee he's going to beat Wilder the third fight. That's my whole point. So this whole plan of don't be surprised if I fight Wilder again, and then I'm going to fight AJ. Okay, well if you lose, if you get knocked out and lose to Wilder in the third fight, guess what? There's not going to be an Anthony Joshua fight. Because Joshua wants to fight Fury specifically only because he has that belt. Joshua wants to become undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. What if Fury fights Wilder next and he loses? The AJ fight is done. So who is he training for? That's my whole point. Why doesn't Fury just run it back? Enough is enough. They should bang it out, period. And listen, and I'm not disagreeing with that. Fury never should have pulled out of that fight in the first place. I know I bang on Wilder sometimes, but if he have a contract that's not expired, because Fury said that the contract expired. Fury didn't say that. Bob Arum said the contract expired. But Bob Arum lied and said that Wilder lost the arbitration. He lied about that. So if he lied about that, he probably lied about the contract being expired. So let's assume Bob Arum lied about both of those things. If the contract wasn't expired, then why did Tyson Fury pull out of the Wilder fight? Why he didn't fight the man? Now, yeah, so Deontay Wilder did change the dates on multiple times. He did do that according to Fury. If Fury is a liar, so he could be lying about that too. But my point is, he didn't fight Wilder. Why? That's what I want to know. Why? So, Fury said he would give who until Tuesday. He had been in talks with AJ Camp. So I think Fury picked Vegas. Yeah. No. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna drop the link in there. It was on Twitter. It was on the Twitter page. Because I saw the video on it. Because I'm like, dude, you just got this contract Friday. You said you're gonna look at it Sunday, and then now you're talking about it. We don't come to an agreement by Tuesday. You're gonna walk away on which venue we're gonna fight at. Juice, what do you say? Wilder ain't never ducked no smoke. Let's see. Supreme Freedom, because Fury whooped Wilder and Undisputed is better. Let's see. Really? I thought he handled Wilder convincingly. Yeah, the second fight, he beat the brakes off Wilder, man. I support Wilder, but he got beat. But he never gave up. He fired brilliantly because he would rather die than lose. But the excuse I can't defend. Hey, listen, let me tell you something, man. I boxed before. Bruh, that's a lie. If you believe, Bruce Lee, if you believe that this man had metal in his gloves, why would you rather die in the ring? Why? Like, what does that prove? You dead, your kids ain't got a daddy no more, your wife don't have a husband no more. And what did that prove? That doesn't make sense. Breland never should have got fired. If you really believe that Fury had metal in his gloves, you should be thanking Breland for saving your life. He should have fired JD's. And that would mean that JD's allowed Tyson Fury to cheat because he was in the locker room. Come on, man. That would mean that the Nevada Athletic Commission allowed Fury to cheat. That would mean that the WBC president, Mauricio Sulaimán, allowed Fury to cheat. That would mean that the referee allowed Fury to cheat. Tyson Fury is a foreigner from the UK. You're trying to tell me that all of these American entities conspired against the American heavyweight champ to side with a foreigner, Tyson Fury from the UK. I'm not saying that's what you're saying, Bruce Lee, but you get what I'm trying to say, brother? Joshua is the holdup, and it will probably come out. Oh, there we go, man. Joshua's the holdup now. Man, there we go. Wilder and Fury teamed up to make AJ look bad. Yes, they did. They tried to freeze him out. But little did Wilder know he was about to get outsmarted by Fury. Personally, I think those two are what's wrong with the heavyweight division. Wilder and Fury did come together to freeze AJ out because they was on this anti-Anthony Joshua rant. And we're going to come together and fight. And when AJ was too chicken to fight Wilder, I came over here and fought him. Remember that, what he said after the first fight in the ring? Now look how it turned around. Wilder fought Fury again. A year and a half or something like that later, because Fury was supposed to give Wilder an immediate rematch, but Fury wanted to fight some more fights. So he fought a couple of more fights. Wilder fought some couple of more fights, and then they fought each other again in February of 2020, and we seen the history was made. We saw what happened with that. Now look. Now both of them looking crazy. Wilder should have been the one fighting AJ for Undisputed. He played himself on that. Calling, but we ain't gonna get into that. Even when Joshua Fury is officially announced, the LDBC community was still spinning and say it's not happening until they walk in the ring. Get ready for it. Absolutely. And guess what? They're right. They're right, Adrian. Until it happen in the ring, it can get announced all it wants. Until it happen in the ring, until they walk in the ring, guess what? It's not happening. The Alphabet Boy community is correct. I know y'all thinking I'm tripping, but they are right. You want to know why I'm saying that, Adrian? Because Tyson Fury did it before. He did it with Vladimir Klitschko. He did it with Vladimir Klitschko. Supreme freedom. What do you say? Too much talking though. And if you got it, and if you got it like that, you got it like that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Too much talking. What do you say? That guy should be the most pissed off. Is the guy who should be the most pissed off is Eddie Hearn. Absolutely. I mean, hey man, Eddie Hearn said it. He say, all I can do is deliver. What do you say? Lady Shan made you hate Fury? No, hell no. No. Lady Shan don't fuck with me. She don't fuck with me anymore. So I don't, she don't fuck with me no more. So that's cool. No, she don't make me hate Fury. Fury made me hate Fury. Fury made me hate Fury. You see what I'm saying? She got upset with me because I went and side with her on something. Very emotional. But that's neither here nor there. We're not even gonna talk about her. But Fury, his lies and contradictions made me hate Fury. You see what I'm saying? So had nothing to do with anyone else. The Furies, John Fury, Tyson Fury, Frank Warren, Bob Arum. I don't like none of them. I don't like none of them. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Joshua's motive has always been to be undisputed, and Fury and Wilder just boxed for the sake of it. Why is everyone dependent on Hearn to make the fight? What is Arum and Warren doing? Exactly. And not only that, it was as though they were successful and wanted Eddie Hearn to fail, because from day one, Frank Warren, Bob Arum, and Tyson Fury and John Fury was saying the same thing. This fight is not going to happen. They were saying that from day one. So if you got 4 people on one side saying this fight is not going to happen, that's involved, and this one guy, this promoter, is saying no, this fight is going to happen. You got 4 people that's doing everything in their power to make sure this guy don't succeed. But the guy came through. That's why I say we're gonna give a shout out to Eddie Hearn. And I gave him a toast and drunk and had a drink of one of my Guinness stouts, because Eddie Hearn came through. Now what's the hold up now? I don't want to hear no it's Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is not the hold up. Nobody believes that. Even the most diehard Tyson Fury fan don't believe that. Fury said he wasn't trained, but in a recent interview said that he was in the best shape of his life. Yeah. He's 1,000,000%. Yeah, he said he's 1,000,000% sure that the fight is going to happen. That's not what we're talking about here. We know the fight is going to happen. The fact of the matter is the fight is not going to happen next. So what we're saying is, if the fight is not going to happen next, who is Fury going to fight? Haroon, can you please answer that question for me? I only want to hear from Tyson Fury fans. Peter, he's silent. Obviously, something is up. I only want to hear from Tyson Fury fans. Anthony Joshua, according to Frank Warren, they're going to fight. Is Fury lying, or is he just playing mind games, though? If he's playing mind games, he's lying. If he's playing mind games, he's lying. Coach, if your opinion isn't like her opinion, then she can't listen to it. Pure disrespect. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. Yeah. Tell him. Y'all don't even want to talk about that. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to bring that over here in this chat. If Fury don't fight AJ, Hearn should say, "How about fighting White?" Just to see the excuses again. Man, listen. Wilder offered AJ $50 million. Wilder has always been serious about fighting AJ. Yeah, Wilder can't offer AJ $50 million. He don't even have a net worth of $50 million. But I remember that. That's what he said out of his mouth. But what paperwork do we have of that? You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to say it now. Joshua is the problem, and it will come out. Who was Fury giving an ultimatum about Tuesday? It was Joshua. Yeah, it was Joshua. But why would he give Joshua an ultimatum? Joshua team delivered on the venue. So this is my point, Peter Barnard. Tyson Fury, since Anthony Joshua is the holdup, probably a bum. That makes him look good. Okay, so Peter Barnard, since Tyson Fury is the holdup, walk away from this fight. Who he's going to fight next, Peter? Hey, let's say AJ the holdup. AJ is the reason why this fight not happening. Not the 8, 9 different things that I have written down on this pad that Tyson Fury was saying from day one that he's going to walk away and that he's not ready and that he needs to tune up. We just want to ignore all of these things and put it on Anthony Joshua. So let's do that. I'm going to play your game with you. We're going to put it on Anthony Joshua. So now, who is Tyson Fury going to? He walk away from the fight. Who is he going to fight next? I feel sorry for AJ and all of this. Me too, brother. CH4LO. All he wants to be is undisputed. Then you got this clown playing around. I miss the good old days when the guys just wanted to blow each other away. Absolutely. Now we got to deal with head games and mind games and this and that. And, no, man, no. No. Peter Von Art say, Joshua delivered nothing. Okay, cool. Peter, answer my question, sir. Who is Fury going to fight next? Why? No, Joshua didn't deliver on anything from a venue. His promoter did. Since you own caps, his promoter did. There you go. You answer the question, sir. Peter Barnard, who in the hell is your boy Tyson Fury going to fight? Who is the Gypsy Queen going to fight? Anthony Joshua is holding up the fight, which is a lie, but Anthony Joshua is holding up the fight, so that's what you're saying. Who is the Gypsy Queen going to fight then? Walk away from the fight. Who are you going to fight next? Answer that question. I understand you hate. I understand you're a diehard Tyson Fury fan, but you're the type of fan that I'm talking about. Tyson Fury can't do no wrong. You will not hold his feet to the fire. You want to put this on Anthony Joshua. We are not going to deflect and put this on Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn came through with the contracts with the venues. Facts. Anthony Joshua is training right now. Tyson Fury says he's in the best shape of his life. Tyson Fury said, and I quote, "I've been inactive. The only way a man can beat me is because of my inactivity." But your man, Tyson Fury, pulled out of the Deontay Wilder fight, and ESPN will not pay for him to fight Carbonev, or whatever the guy's name is, because that was a bum, and they lost money. Your man, Tyson Fury, said, John Fury says, Eddie Hearn will not come through and the fight won't happen. And John Fury says that nobody is going to put money up for a fight of this magnitude, and the fans is not ready for a fight of this magnitude because of COVID, which was a lie. Eddie Hearn came through with 5 different venues. Tyson Fury dropped a video last Friday and said he had good news. He has the offers. He has 5 venues, and 5 venues are putting up major money. And he named USA, UK, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and another country that I forgot about. Your guy said this. Now he's saying, that we're waiting on Anthony Joshua if he don't answer by Tuesday. So now they're trying to put it on Anthony Joshua now. He's trying to flip it. Then Frank Warren is saying that Rob McCracken, this fight is going to happen in September because Rob McCracken is going to be training in the Olympics. And then he said that Tyson Fury said, "Don't be surprised if I fight Deontay Wilder again next instead of Anthony Joshua." Then Tyson Fury says that if he don't hear anything soon, he's going to pull out. Then Tyson Fury said that with the arbitration with Michelle Patty, that he doesn't know if the arbitration is going to be an issue with this fight with Anthony Joshua. This is what your guy said. You ain't addressed none of this. Man, bro, I mean, you Tyson Fury fans, oh my God. You guys are worse than Deontay Wilder fans. Well, that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard to say that. What's your opinion on the belt holders claiming that they need a tune-up for fights? Do you feel they're holding up big fights? Absolutely. Diallo Huggy. Absolutely. I just, you know what get me, Diallo Huggy? I understand people have their biases. But when you are biased to a default, if Terrence Crawford right now says that I am a liar, you don't know if I'm lying or telling the truth, I will be roasting Terrence Crawford right now. If Terrence Crawford pull out of fights, if Terrence Crawford said all this stuff that the Team Fury has said that I have on his pad, I got a record of it, I will be ripping him right now. But with Tyson Fury fans, he can say anything. They can see all the lies and the contradictions, and they still blame AJ. They'll throw it on somebody else. I don't get that. I just don't get it. I don't get why Fury doesn't take the initiative and choose the venue. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Did Joshua accept the venue? It's a yes or no question. I don't know. Did Tyson Fury accept the venue? That's a yes or no question. I don't know if Joshua accepted the venue or not. I don't know. But what we're not going to do, we're not going to let you flip it on Anthony Joshua, though. So you're trying to flip it on Joshua now. Joshua, promoter, came through. So you're saying yes or no. Answer this question. Who is Tyson Fury going to fight next? Answer that question. Listen, man. Listen, I can do this shit all day. You Tyson Fury fans is something else, boy. Guess what, though? Guess what? I'm going to be on his neck from this point forward. You're not going to like me no more, Peter Barnard. I can promise you that. I'm going to be on his neck from this point forward. Have to. You're not going to like me no more. It is what it is. I don't had a couple of Fury fans, leave and went off on me. And it doesn't, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I really don't care. I keep that same energy with everybody. It's a very rare thing that I would agree with everything that a YouTube boxing channel host say. For 2 hours, now I have agreed with you entirely. Love it. Fact-based. Facts-based opinions, yeah. It's the future. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, bro. I really do appreciate that. Because when I talk about all this stuff about Tyson Fury, nobody from the Tyson Fury camp is saying anything. Peter Barnard's haven't addressed it yet. Haven't addressed it yet. He hasn't. He hasn't at all. He hasn't at all. He hasn't. That's precisely it. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. No, we don't. This is what we do know. We do know Fury said that he's been inactive. We do know that Fury signed the contract with Deontay Wilder and backed out of it. We do know that Fury's paying his lawyers millions of dollars to get out of the Deontay Wilder situation. We do know that Fury has a history of signing contracts and pulling out of fights with Vladimir Klitschko and now Deontay Wilder. We do know that Fury says that he'll walk away if this fight is not made soon and this and that and yada yada yada. They signed the contract a month ago. And he's willing to walk away from. We do know that this is going to be the biggest payday of his career, but he's saying that he's willing to walk away from it because of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Got everything. I got everything him and his dad, Frank Warren and Bob Arum, said right here. I'm going to do it. As a matter of fact, Peter Barnard, you know what you inspired me to do, sir? You gave me a topic. You gave me hard to debate, coach, when I'm in print and you're in front of a mic. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Copy. I'm going to drop it right now, Peter Barnard. I have a link right here. Anybody want to jump in and join me on this stream? You can. Peter Barnard, click that link right there and you can debate it right. You can debate it right here in front of everybody. You can debate it right here in front of everybody. You can debate it in front of everybody. Here you go. I just dropped the link, Peter. You said that it's hard to debate. So you can go on the live right now and you can debate it and prove your point to me. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I promise you, you're going to lose this debate. I promise you. I promise you, you're going to lose this debate. Because you're going to have to address all of these contradictions and all of these lies that Tyson Fury has said. You're going to have to address this. You're going to have to address this. I'm here. I want the smoke. Tyson Fury fans, I want the smoke. There goes the link. As a matter of fact, Peter, I'm going to drop the link again, just in case you didn't see it the first time. Here goes the link. New Media Today USA. I'm going to show it right here on the screen. Peter Barnard, there goes the link right there. If you want to get in and debate, let's go at it. You're going to lose. Because I'm coming with a time. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a live, right, guys, where we're going to do a timeline of all of the things that Tyson Fury has said. We're going to do a timeline of all of the things that Tyson Fury has said. And we are going to, and I'm going to prove my point. You're not going to be able to run from this because I'm coming with facts, not feelings. I'm coming with facts, not feelings. I'm going to do a video. Matter of fact, that might be tomorrow's show. I'm going to do a timeline of all of the things, all of the lies, all of the contradictions, and all of the things that your boy Peter Barnard, Tyson Fury, has said. I'm going to do that. And you're not going to be able to run from this smoke. Peter, there goes the link on the screen. Come get this smoke. As a what you say? He said, I can't get on, coach. Give me a phone number, I'll call you. Okay, you can't get on. All right. Peter can't get on. Okay. All right, guys. Peter said he can't get on. Stop debating. Why the Force of Trilogy is breaking news. Let me see. Stop debating why the Force of Trilogy is breaking news. Let me see. All right, let's look at it. Lisa said it's breaking news. So I'm gonna just do a quick Google. I don't know if you trolling or what. Let me see. Oh, that's Blue Balls breaking news. Oh man. Yeah, that can't be accurate. Anyways, Peter Von Arts, let me see, can I send you? Because you could probably hit me up. You could probably hit me up on WhatsApp. Let's see. How can I? Oh, you know what? I'm tripping. Yeah, I can't put my phone number out there. I can't put my phone number out there. Not in the chat. I don't advise nobody to put their phone number on the chat for anybody to call me. I can't do that. So what I can do, I can give you my email address. Coach Malachi Williams @gmail.com. I can give you my email address, Peter. Send me an email, hit me up, and then we can set it up. Peter, you can also contact me on Instagram. Look at my Instagram right here. Look at where it says please subscribe. You see the see right here, say please subscribe. Hit the like button. Follow me on IG at Coach Malachi Williams. Hit me up on Instagram too, Peter. Hit me up on Instagram too. But listen, I want this debate bad. I'm gonna do a time. We're gonna do a timeline of all of the lies and contradictions that Tyson Fury has said. When you want to debate me, I'm coming with facts. I'm coming with everything Tyson Fury has said out of his mouth. I'm coming with everything that John Fury has said. I'm coming with everything that Bob Arum said. I'm coming with everything that Frank Warren has said. We're going to come with what Eddie Hearn said. We're going to come with what Anthony Joshua has said, which he don't really say much or nothing. And we're going to come all the way up till now. We're going to come all the way up until now. And I'm going to prove to you. I just need a phone number. Damn. I'll figure it out, Coach. Thanks. I'm working right now. Okay, Peter Von Ross, you're working. So we'll do this some other time, bro. We'll do this some other time. So Peter says he's working right now. He wants my phone number, but we know I can't drop my phone number in the link. You know what I mean? I can't drop my phone number in the link. You know what I mean? I don't advise nobody to do that. But listen, you just gave me my topic. Peter, thank you so much, sir. You the one who gave me my topic for my next video. Timeline. We're going to do a timeline of Tyson Fury's lies and contradictions. That's what we're going to do. Leading up to this fight. There you go. Boy, let me tell you something. When I finish with nobody on YouTube is going to do what I'm going to do to Tyson Fury, what I'm going to do to him. No one's going to do this. Peter Von Arts inspired me to do this. You have inspired me, Peter, to do this. You have inspired me and motivated me to, as soon as I end this live, I'm going to go in the lab and I'm going to do my research and I'm going to dig up everything on Mr. Fury. And I'm not going to come with what I said. I'm not going to come with what the Alphabet Boy said. I'm not going to come with what Tyson Fury haters said. None of that. I'm coming purely with what Fury has said out of his own mouth. Fury has done with his own actions. Not only what he says verbally, because you can say, hey, he can say anything. We're going to look at what he has physically done, because his actions will tell the story. We're going to come with that. So when we have this debate, be prepared. It's whatever contradictions that you say Anthony Joshua has done as it relates to this fight right here with Tyson Fury. Bring your evidence. But I can tell you right now, it's gonna be a first round knockout. We won't even make it to the second round. As a matter of fact, you might not even make the ring walk to the ring. I'm pressing the link. It doesn't let me allow Mike and Cam access. Yeah, you should be able to allow Mike and Cam access. I don't know why. I mean, everyone who wants to join in always joins in on the link. There's nothing wrong with the link. Let me see. Invite. Copy. There's nothing wrong with the link. This. I mean, I do this all the time. There's nothing wrong with the link. Tell them. I don't know if it's because of where you at, but yeah. Is Frank Warren want to fight or Tyson Fury? No. Frank Warren is saying that the fight is going to happen in September. Sunshine. And I don't have a problem with that. If it's going to happen in September, it's going to happen in September. Tyson Fury has been consistent in saying he's going to pull out if A, B, C, D, E, F, G don't happen soon, right? So he's been consistent at saying that. So my point is, who is Fury training for if he's not training for Anthony Joshua? Who is Anthony Joshua training for? Doing a separate video for John Fury. I'll probably KO myself. That guy gets to me. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do a video of John Fury, but I'm going to lump it in because John Fury speaks for his sons. He represents his son. Wole, what do you say? You can't defend Fury, bro. I saw his career from day one. I live in Germany. Everybody knows here that Fury is a pathological liar, very deceitful character. Allah Wada. Yeah, man, listen, he gonna lose his debate, man. Peter, who loves you, coach? Yours truly. Yeah, I got a lot of respect for you, Peter. I really do, bro. I really do. But as it relates to this topic, you're gonna lose, man. You're gonna lose if Fury pulls out of a full Britain turn against him. Listen, guys. I'm not saying that the fight is not going to happen. We're saying that the fight is going to happen later on in September, according to Frank Warren. What I'm trying to say is, if Fury is not going to fight Anthony Joshua now because the fight is going to happen in September, he's training for somebody. Anthony Joshua is training for somebody. Anthony Joshua is training because he wants to fight Fury. But apparently, that fight is not going to happen right now. So if it's not going to happen right now, Anthony Joshua is going to have to fight somebody. And Tyson Fury is going to have to fight somebody. So who is Tyson Fury going to fight? He's going to have to fight Wilder. I'm going to tell you why. Because ESPN is not going to put any money up for Fury to fight a bum. There's no more Ono Wallins. There's no more Jim Schwartz, Tom Schwartz. There's no more of those bums he fought in between the Wilder fights. That's not going to happen anymore. ESPN is in millions in millions of dollars in debt dealing with Tyson Fury. They have lost money dealing with Tyson Fury. Facts. They have lost millions of dollars. Bob Arum said he's in the red with Tyson Fury because he fought those bums. And the first Wilder Fury fight did terrible numbers. So he didn't make no money on that. The second Wilder Fury fight did good numbers. It did 800,000 to 800,000, 850,000 pay-per-view buys. So he's still trying to recoup his money from that. Fury cannot fight another bum. Period. He's going to have to fight Wilder. And if he fights Wilder in between Anthony Joshua fight, one, it's not a guarantee he's going to beat Wilder the third time. It's not a guarantee he's going to beat Wilder in the third fight. That's one. And two, everything the Alphabet Boys said about this arbitration, with me roasting them, that means that they was right. And I will have to get on this show and owe them an apology. And I will be man enough to apologize to them because that means that I was wrong. I'm not like a Tyson Fury fan who's going to make excuses for lies and when a person is wrong. If you're wrong, you got to be man enough to stand on that and say, you know what? I'm a fan of this guy, but this guy's lying. He's wrong. I can't side with him on that. When you side with the liar every time who lies about boxing, if you side with this guy every time he does something is wrong with you. That means you are a fanboy of this guy. Something is wrong. And I got to expose it. I have to expose it. I have to. John Fury saying Tyson is going to need a tune-up if this fight doesn't happen in the summer. These damn tune-up fights for belt holders gets on my nerves. Man, absolutely, man. Absolutely, coach, for real. Frank is just there to negotiate pay-per-view in the UK for BT. Don't read into him too much. He really just speaks his weird opinion. Okay, Oliver. Thank you for correcting me on that. But my point is this here: Fury doesn't know himself who he is fighting. It's a random camp that is prepping him in general. The man doesn't have an opponent playing. Is my bet. It all depends on if he can squirm out of AJ commitment. Man, you know what, man? I tell you what, man. So, okay, let's run with that. Corn Kid, let's run with that. If Fury doesn't know who he's fighting, whose job it is to pick Fury's opponents? And if it's his promoter, I'm saying that Fury is in the red with Top Rank. How do I know? Because Bob Arum said it out of his lying mouth. ESPN has lost money with Tyson Fury since he's been over there. He had a 5-fight deal. The 3 fights he fought Wilder twice. And he fought a bum. I think he fought Otto Wallin. He fought Otto Wallin under the ESPN deal, and he fought Wilder twice. Right? Hold on, let me see. He had a 3-fight deal. He had a 5-fight deal. He's had 3 fights. 2 with Wilder. Who was the guy he fought before Wilder? If Wilder 2. Wilder 2. So now he has 2 more fights. What do you say? No, coach, there's a difference. The LDBC hate Fury because they're Wilder fanboys, but you aren't hate for Fury because of facts. Yeah, it's just that I want to see the best fight the best. Steve Cunningham gave Fury that work. It was his toughest fight. Otto Wallin gave him hell. And AJ, what you think? Man, listen. Bro, I think AJ gonna knock Tyson Fury out. He's showing too much fear. So he fought Otto Wallin, and he fought Wilder. He has 2 more fights left on his contract, and I think he fought somebody else. So he fought 3 fights under his contract. They are in the red with Tyson Fury. The only way Tyson Fury can get out of the red, he's going to have to fight somebody that's going to make fans interested in watching this fight. Literally, they was giving tickets away for the Otto Wallin fight. That's how much people was disinterested in it here in the U.S. It wasn't a sellout. They was giving tickets away. Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz. Thank you. Otto Wallin and Tom Schwartz, and then he fought Wilder in the second fight. That was the 3 fights he had under the ESPN deal. He has 2 more fights left. Do you think that ESPN is going to put money up for him to fight another Otto Wallin or Tom Schwartz? He's going to have to fight Wilder. No choice. All roads is going to lead to Wilder. Craig, you're right. The Wilder one wasn't under contract. You're right about that. We figured it out. It was Tom Schwartz, Otto Wallin, and then Wilder in the second fight. So do you think that ESPN Top Rank is going to pay Tyson Fury money to fight? It's going to pay him money to fight Tom Schwartz or Otto Wallin again when they lost millions of dollars on him already? Do you think that? So that means that he's going to have to. All right, go. I'll holler at you later. Tell him. Peace to my main man. Tell him. Holler at you, bro. So that means that he's going to have to fight a fighter that's going to draw the money in. He's going to have to fight Wilder for the 3rd match. And that makes sense because there's a lot of controversy around that with cheating allegations and stuff like that. There's a lot of controversy around that. Fury's 3 fights with Tom Schwartz, Wallin, and Wilder. That was the fight. King Midas, thank you so much, bro. King Midas, thank you so much for correcting me on that. Hey, Coach, how are you, mate? What's going on? Bacon and eggs. What's going on, fam? Ring the Ali bell, man. You know, I can't use the Tyson bell because that's what my main man Showbiz the Adult. Shout out to Showbiz the Adult. Shout out to H Money Boxing. Shout out to Punch Boxing. Shout out to Counter Punch Boxing with Kurt. Shout out to YB. Shout out to the IFB. IFB. Oh, I forgot the brother name. The one that says facts over feelings. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to Bruce Vane. Roy Jones Jr., me personally, I think it's going to be the other way around. Fury's going to be slow and AJ with speed in the fight. Fury does not have speed. He has time. Yeah. Hold on, what did he say? Fury would give cocaine and whiskey a rematch and duck Joshua. Bruce Wayne. Yeah, I love Bruce Wayne, man. I love Bruce Wayne. I like Bruce Wayne and I like the other guy, IBF something. I don't know why I keep IBPFL, something like that. IBFL. So I keep forgetting the guy's name. But anyways, guys, man, I know we've been on here a while. Listen, man, I thank you so much, guys, for rocking with me, man. I want to give everybody a round of applause. This up, Coach Malachi Williams, man. We want to give everybody a shout out. You know how we do it. One time, yeah, IBFP. That's it, IBFP. I like that brother there too. J Bo, thank you for that. Cheedy, thank you for that. Have you heard of BFTB boxing? Yes, I have. I have heard of that. That's a good channel as well. Good channel as well. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna give everybody a shout out. Shout out to Lisa Bales. Shout out to what's my sister name? Serene. I forgot, man. Like, you know, I have to write stuff down because I have so much in my mind I be forgetting stuff. But shout out to CH4LO. Shout out to Shelton Moore. Shout out to KB. Shout out to my main man Tellum. Shout out to Uwe. Shout out to Adrian. Shout out to Wole. Shout out to Supreme Freedom. Shout out to oh my God. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Mark Remington. Shout out to Peter Von Arx. Shout out to my main man Diallo Huggy. Shout out to Muzzled Truth. Shout out to Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Jules and Nicholas. Shout out to it's some more people that left the chat because we've been on here for over 3 hours. So I'm sorry about that, man. Just shout out to everybody that I forgot, man. You know what I mean? It's just too many to name. Shout out to my main man Smith and West. Shout out to KB. Shout out to Corn Kid. Am I timeout? No, you're not a timeout, Corn Kid. If you are, I didn't do it. Shout out to Diallo Huggy, my main man. Shout out to Adrian, CH4LO, and who else we have? Reptilian Shapeshifter, Craig Joyner, Cheedy, J Boat, Roy Jones Jr., Bacon and Eggs, King Midas, Will, Craig Joyner, Mr. B, Scott Odu. Shout out to you too, fam. Other than that, this stuff boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out, man. It's, much love for everybody, man. And guess what, man? We are out of here. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.